Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Lauren Blair. Thank you so much for joining us, and happy Wednesday. Glad you're with us. Happy New Year as well. If we haven't seen you all, we're so excited you are here with us tonight because this is a night that kicks off a very special segment of brand new items, and we are so thrilled to share it all with you. We've got so many exciting pieces for you tonight. It is 3 hours live from Los Angeles, and wait till you see what all is happening tonight. Some of our biggest and best values we have ever seen. I mean it, we really do. You just think, a lot of people think, oh, it's coming off a sale event. We've had the holidays. We've had a lot of big discounts. What could the new bring us that is even more exciting? Well, let me tell you, this show has been strategically planned to bring you the best of the best, and unlike anything you've even seen yet, and I mean overall in all of our history here. So this is quite the night to be shopping. There are top of the hours, and one that I got to tell you about, 60 minutes from now, we are going to bring you the ultimate in a Tanzanite earring. Now, this is still going to be Blue Wing Block D, of course, but it's going to be our specialty cutting that, let me tell you, there's nothing else quite like it. If you don't have one of these yet, and very few do because they're actually very limited and you don't see a lot of them sourced, we actually have trillion cuts, and they're studs, but they're going to give you an exciting array of stones around them. So we're very excited about that. It's actually a combination of diamonds, and they're yet, everybody can wear them, but trust me, it's something you don't have as of yet, because we are going to bring you some really, really special selections, but also really limited and a big, big value. So that's coming up next, top of the hour. Tanzanites for everyone, and I mean, it is truly a special value that's going to be really blowing you away. Plus, there's another one for you that's going to be for our very, very fancy barrel lovers. If you love Morganite, or maybe you've never seen a really good one before. It's one of those stones that I think it can fly a little under the radar unless and until you see the really best of the best. Morganite tonight. Big mounting, big value, all of that's happening. We also happen to have some other new earrings. I know, Tony, you were noticing too. Brand new style for us. It's a simple lever back, but it's kind of like just a little bit elevated more than a stud, but still gives you a drop. So we're going to bring those in Zamarin garnets, and we love our Zamarin garnets. They're color shifting stones, so they're really impressive as well. That and more. And I mean a lot more, because we have 3 big hours live. So it's going to be an exciting night. And of course, a lot of one-of-a-kinds, as we're used to seeing, by now. Important to dial in as early as you see something you love go up on that screen, because guess what? There's going to be a lot of competition tonight for these values, and we're going to kick it off right. So there's a lot of museum here. I got to tell you, it's really a night of trillion Tanzanites, but also rounds. We've got some of our best in rounds, and I actually have, during the sale event, I brought out some really specialty cut Tanzanite earrings for you. And yes, we'll have the studs at the top of the hour, but if you want to drop, we brought you 2 different styles that are new, that are going to be our drop earrings, whether you want a fancy cut that's kind of like a pear shape, but a little fancier cutting than what we've seen before. We also have cushion cuts, and they're all going to give you about 9 or 10 carats total weight of Tanzanite. So those are special as well, and the list goes on and on. It's quite the night. And then if you want the rounds, we've got 2 big rings, really our best. One is my favorite ring of all time here, and it's our best round we have. It's a 12 carat plus. Then we have a round that's a little smaller. It's going to be about a 9 carat for you, and almost 10. And so those are coming up, and rounds are like trillions in that they're really specialty. They give you a lot of spark with that beautiful saturation we love. So all of that's happening and more. If you have requests, get those in. Obviously, your money back return policy, your fabulous return policy goes back into effect today as well. So if you've hesitated on anything, or you're newer to shopping with us and you were just a little concerned about final sale during the sale event, then this is going to be a great time to shop as well, because you've got full time to check it out and get your money back if it's not everything and more you've always wanted in jewelry. So all that, lots to get to. We're actually going to take a look at something brand new and spectacular here to start. This is one of my favorites in blue wing, rather in the natural and heated we've been seeing. Obviously, we've got a lot of blue wings tonight, as I touched on, but we're going to see one of our more specialty stones here that actually is that natural unheated material. Some of you guys have noticed that the last couple unheated stones that I've had have been very dark, to the point where you've been thinking, well, why don't I just get a blue wing if I'm going to get that, deeper material? So I think a lot of us want the unheated material to look different and to be maybe a little different than the ones you already have. Well, this is 112-2814, and take a look at this. I mean, first of all, I shadow it briefly, and look at how these colors, I mean, in natural light, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stone. But do you see what's happening? There's 2 colors coming through here. It's a bicolor. This is when you get something really, really special. It is a beautiful trillion. I mean, I told you it's kind of a theme of the night between the rounds and the trillions. We got you covered. But this is very important because it's a 2 carat trillion. You've got that specialty. You can really see the light lavender lilacs playing with these beautiful, almost like sage blue greens coming through. It is such a great combo. And of course, these are actually really, really rare. You know what the story is, right? Most of the material that's ever been mined, ever, from all, what now, we're into like, oh goodness, about 75 years of mining. And so when you think about it, really 65, 70 years of mining, you think about most of the material, especially of late in the last several decades, it's mostly all been heated. So you end up getting, because the goal is always to get the most saturation, right? That's always been historically what gets the most higher price tags, the highest value, just like our Blue Wing Block Ds, which for the record are heated like every other Tanzanite for the most part. But what's happened as a result is you see very few of the stones ever come out of the ground anymore with no heat treatment. So that's why these are kind of like turning that collector status on its ear here, because you've got an unheated stone that as a result is going to give you these bicolors, which I really love. And so again, some of the bicolors we've had, this is a 2 carat even, exactly, so 2 carat on that trillium, but then it's meeting up with that side split shank, which has the pave, which is 10 points in diamonds. So kind of a unique style, really fun to wear, and you've got a beautiful, beautiful look overall. You've got, of course, white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. We're going to even honor the choice of, which I think our designers probably, they chose best for you here. I think you're probably going to leave it in the white gold to show off that great look that you have there, but it's also going to be a really special value. And I wanted to start off the, first item here of our, back to kind of really special brand new for you. I really wanted to make an incredible value. And I know this was supposed to be $24.99 because rare trillion, you see the bicolor. It's really almost diamond-like the way it's shining and flashing, and then I'll try it on for you. Because even though it's a more unique style with the split shank on either side, it's going to be really pretty on, and it's actually a very easy ring to wear. You see here how those colors are going to show even from a distance away. You see those lighter blues, those periwinkles, and those gorgeous blues and greens. Then you get the diamonds on the other side, which really meets up. In the middle kind of looks like an overall bow tie style, doesn't it? Kind of takes that trillion formation, carries it on through the ring here very, very well, but it's also going to be a super value, not $24.99. So you got a much better opportunity, and it is fabulous. So this is the one. Look at that. Look at the colors. Look at the shine. It's very like, I feel like we're looking at a lilac diamond in some regards because it's just so bright to that trillion. Of course, one of that beautiful, beautiful aspects of a trillion cut is that brilliance you're getting. We're going to take it down even lower than $2,000 and better than even $19.99, and this is very, very special. So here we go, and it is going to be one of those values that I would say out of all the natural and heated stones we've seen of late, and there have been a number of them, this is the one to get if you want to see the most of that bicolor aspect to it. You want to see a lot of the blues and greens, you want to see those lavenders, you want to see it all. You're getting that here, and we're not even doing $1,000 on it. Somebody's got to own it, somebody's going to get it, and it's only $9.99 to do so. So a huge value there. One caller gets it, major look there, $9.99 on a 2 carat stone. Amazing, isn't it? So take a look at it one more time. We'll see who's got it, and that's going to be starting off our Wednesday of What's Brand New. Really right. Speaking of new, we've got a men's ring that is a price tag I've not seen on a men's ring. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Have I ever seen it here? Like, it's been 7 years of just kind of scanning the memory right now, thinking about all the gents rings that we've had. I just don't think there's ever one price this way. So that's going to be very, very exciting. And it's going to be $9.99 on this one. Let me know if you like it. That's for one caller. Let's see out the clock, see who's got it. And again, call in early on everything because we are still dealing with a lot of one-of-a-kind jewelry for you as per usual. So that's the one to own there. Now, I've got an opal for you, and then we'll get to the gents ring. I'm going to give everyone a minute here. We've got another great looking stone. This is another one of a kind that always will be. I mean, you could have, if you had another 2 carat unheated Tanzanite, it wouldn't look like that. That's the beauty of this stone. You can see, I love that it's almost like that beautiful centerpiece of the entire stone. Gives you those blues and greens there. Anyway, that's $9.99. Let's take a look at our next one, which is an opal. This is a really special, like a satellite image of Earth here. It really is cool. It's 1122843, and it's new as well, and it's going to be our 76-point oval opal. It is beautiful, isn't it? This is a natural black opal, by the way. So Australia, Lightning Ridge, yes. Thank you. Trillion cut Tanzanite is gone. Enjoy it. That's our only unheated of the day, as a matter of fact. So glad you got it. Thank you so much. Pays to be here early. You know, people will eventually get the memo that, oh my goodness, she's always going to start that show with something really, really special, and that was it. And then we've got, of course, a little round of special items, including this one, 11222843. It's new. It's a 76-point opal. So remember, opals look bigger than they weigh. This is a perfect prime example of that. We'll show it to you on the hand. 6 points in diamonds. They're scattered among the open cutout work you have in this band that then has that double border of gold. So it's a really easy to wear piece. It's kind of cash, even though it's got a lot of gold. It doesn't have too much overwhelming diamond weight to it. So I think it's really just, again, kind of easy to wear, really good because it gives you all the colors. So we know opals tend to be a really versatile stone when they give you all the color you want to see, and that's certainly the case here. But it's also going to be better than $19.99. We have one, it's October's birthstone, but what's always unique is seeing all the patterns. And I'm going to tell you something, maybe you can actually see it here a little bit. If you look at the right side, right to the right of the stone, bottom portion of the mounting, do you see inside there in that cutout detail, it looks almost like there's an orangey glow? That is happening. So even though I wouldn't say orange is the first color you see from this opal, the whole stone, I'm looking down on it from behind here, and it's got an orangey, pinky, golden glow that it's casting beneath or behind the stone, because basically there is a golden color to that stone somewhere in this natural water-based opal, and you can see it here. Look at that, double-sided. What do you think? You can see all the colors all the way through. So they've got a really good look. How about that color from the sides? And there, do you see how suddenly that came out of nowhere? It's almost like you've got the land and the sea and the sun there, because you've got the green of the landscape almost, the blue that could be the ocean, the water, and then you've got that beautiful golden orange glow that's happening right up top, and of course, color all the way through. It's just fascinating. I'm going to flip it around, show you the other direction here, and then we'll show it on. So you can see that that's just essentially moving around those colors to the exact opposite. So you're always going to get a lot of color. I feel like this is a picture stone in that it's got almost like, looks like it's been painted. The colors have been selected to go in certain aspects and areas to create a picture or a story to the stone, and yet we're not even making this $9.99. You can see how that size is going to be much larger than you would imagine a 76 pointer, and that's the beauty of opal, is you're getting a lot more than you bargained for. From a carat weight standpoint, you get a really big look there. Obviously much bigger than 76 points. Sometimes we say double. I think certain stones like this one look a little more than double. That looks like more than a carat and a half. It looks like a 2-carat stone or more. And it's going to be better than even $899. So let's make this one really easy. It's a first caller situation, and I'll make it $888 instead. So somebody can have that one for a bargain. Keep in mind, it's also in white, yellow, or rose gold. So we're switching gold colors when we can, which is most of the time. So we're excited to do that. And we've got, I think the gents ring's got to come up next, because it is in Indicolite. So all that affordability that I was telling you about, very exciting, because it's also with a really extremely rare tourmaline stone. So looking forward to that. That's coming up next. If you already need an affordable gents ring in your life, you may want to dial in just to be ready on this next one. $888 in our opal. We'll give that 30 seconds as well. And then we are going to go to our very affordable men's ring. And it's one of our classic mountings. If you think, oh, well, it must be maybe a new mounting, they've lightened it up a little bit, they've got a little, less diamond weight or less gold weight. No, that's one of our classic gent style mountings all time. So we'll see that next. So get ready. That's the opal to own. Again, look at the way this plays. I mean, obviously sitting here on the wheel is not going to show you every single detail. So I'm going to give it a little bit of help so you can really just get a tour of that stone. And you're already probably seeing it. There are those pinks and orange and reds that are coming through. So there's a good amount of those other colors besides blues and greens and those cooler tones happening in the stone as well. So that's $888. Let's move right along. Got a great one for you here. This one's specialty. This is going to be the Indicolite gents ring. And first of all, that's a stone we don't see at all very often in any variety. I mean, come on now. That's a good looking stone, isn't it? It's 11222809, a 65 point. In the Indicolite. Looks like they rushed a little maybe getting this ready, so it looks like the sometimes when they do the rhodium finishing and they do the mirror finish, sometimes it's got a little porosity to it. So obviously everything is all mirror finished again after it's sized for you, because maybe you're not a perfect size 10, and if that's not the case, well, we're going to size it for you so it will fit when it arrives. So easy to easy. But this is our Indicolite. That's a really, really cool stone, because actually it's a rare tourmaline. This has got maybe just a subtle bit of green. I was looking at this in a couple of different lights. Really, really blue in person. Has a little more green under all of our lights here, but it's a good size stone. Now, this is that one I've been touting as really affordable gents jewelry for you, where we don't usually see gents rings go this low. So get ready. Come on in. Take a look at it. It's our big 65-point oval. Then it has a 29-point diamond weight around it. And again, it'll all be mirror finished for you in the white gold, or maybe you want to change it out to yellow gold. So you can do that as well. Look at the inside though, not just to show the undergallery because that's exciting, but how about that inside of that stone where you're seeing Indicolite tourmalines are blue tourmalines. They're not necessarily a true sapphire blue. This is why I feel like Mother Nature made a blue tourmaline, is because we have topaz and we have sapphires and we have, in rare occasions, blue diamonds, and those are all giving their own unique color. But this is really where it's supposed to be a little bit more of like a peacock blue, and it's got that great looking style to it. Well, it's supposed to be $29.99. We'll do better than that. Promised you affordable, promised you a gents ring with a massive gold weight and all that for a very teeny tiny price. And don't forget, big top of the hour. I mean, huge, massive. Everyone's going to be talking about this value coming up at the top of the hour, because I know I've been doing this long enough to know that that first day off of a sale sometimes is a little bit, oh, everyone thinks, oh, they're not going to be able to do any of the values. Well, we are going to bring you, I think, what are going to make our sale prices look high. I mean, I really do mean that with what we have tonight. So get ready and stick around and you will be enthralled. But here's what we're going to do. This one's going to be a lot better than even $29 or $19.99. We're not even doing $1,500, which is about as low as I can really recall a gents ring going. Is not even $15 or $14.99. This is a major value. Take it if you love it. We'll make it $1,399 only. That's it. First caller scenario, that's got that really, hopefully somebody's name written all over it when you see that color, the clarity. That's the other thing. Tourmaline's supposed to be highly included. A lot going on. That stone is just glowing. So really, really special. Who got the Tanzanite back there? Susan, Arizona, shopping with us already tonight. Welcome in. Thank you so much, Susan, for shopping with us. Appreciate that. And here we go with our really affordable gents Indicolite. So a good one there. And then we've got golden zircons, big yellow diamonds are here, some earring varieties. You're even going to see some sneak peeks tonight of what's coming up this weekend that's very exciting. We've got something very special I know you're going to love. And then how about a bracelet that's affordable too in emeralds? Emeralds and bracelets don't usually go together because they're tough to match up. We got them. And then we've got one fire opal pendant. I know how many of you have been asking for those, so we're going to bring you one there. And then here is, I've got, of course, any show coming off a big sale event that's gone on for a couple weeks is going to have a couple holdovers, pieces that we just didn't have time to get to, especially with the frequency of requests we were getting. This is one of them. I will take care of you here. I'm going to take it lower than the price than actually the sale price would have been. So here it is. This is a pink zircon in a pendant in a beautiful square cushion. And of course, with this tulip design, it looks like a tulip flower, if you will. And it's almost like we've taken this and created almost like an upside down tulip, because of course the left side is your bail on 1122308. That's going to be your bail. Then that leads into that beautiful pave and that subtle split to the diamonds and the gold, and then that pink zircon, which is also not a typical true like a normal pink color. We usually see pinks that are a little bit more, I think we all kind of envision one certain color of pink, and this is a little different here where you see it's got that really nice kind of red, beautiful cranberry tone. Of course, being zircon, it's going to have a lot of flash and fire to it, which we love. It's a big gem as well. It's a 319 on the cushion, and then it has 14 points in diamonds as well. You're going to change the gold. That's the opportunity you got on this one too. So far, good to go on a lot of gold color changes, which wasn't always the case during the sale event. Well, I'm going to take this even lower than the sale price would have been if this were just Monday night. So keep that in mind. This is where, again, something we didn't have time to show you. It was a $19.99 piece. We're taking it a lot lower than that. All you got to do is call. Please do so early, because I can tell you right now this is not going to last. We know that. We know how pieces go when they're marked down to their ultimate low. This is a $19.99. Forget about $9.99. White, yellow, or rose gold, and pink zircon has that more luxury kind of pink-red combination. It's a little more, I would say it's a sophisticated style of pink. It's really going to read, in some lights it reads a little more golden too. There's all kinds of different looks you get depending on what kind of light you're in. Take a look at it. We'll bring it onto the hand here, show you the measurement it has, give you all the looks, of course, on the neckline, but more importantly, it's the value that's taken it lower than even $999. So there's already, and that's where it was going to be. And by the way, you know, the sale event we did was $100 off. So that means it would have been $899 at checkout. when all was said and done. This is one of my holdovers. I'm going to make you a better deal because, again, I want to prove to you that tonight is a night where you are not going to spend a penny more. In a lot of cases, you're going to actually get a chance to spend less than you would have if you were shopping the last couple of weeks. So here's your chance to do it. Let's take a look at the length here that it's going to give you. It's 1 inch top to bottom. You can, of course, have your gold color of choice as well. And then this is what it looks like from a distance away to see it from another perspective, just to really give you the idea here of what that's going to be all about. And ooh, it's going to go fast. We know that. I mean, just a beautiful look, right? And of course, the chain you put it on, which, yes, it will work with diamonds by the yard chains as well. Did you have a question? Oh, I'm so glad. And was it Stan? Okay, you got it. So thank you so much. That's going to be already our gents piece is gone as well. And then here's what we'll do on this one for you. It's actually going to be less than even $899. That would have been your sale event price. I'm taking it lower as promised. That's the idea here. And we're going to bring this one down to $777. That's all. So a huge value there for any of our pink zircon collectors out there. We usually see them in rings, not often in pendants. So you've got all that happening right here, right now. And we'll see who's got it. $777. And thank you so much. So we've got the opal is still here, but that's all that remains from the show so far. And we've got a lot of great earrings for you. We've got so much to show you. We've got a gorgeous, oh, you should see this emerald bracelet. I think it's coming up next, actually. We won't wait too long on that bracelet because that's going to be a good one. And then my two favorite in round blue wing block Ds are here. Something you will need to see to believe yourself with the way they're set. And then, of course, big sizes. So, and yes, the big top of the hour, 40 minutes from now. Can't go anywhere, can't miss it. Promise me you'll be here 8 o'clock Pacific. It's the Tanzanites in the trillions, in the larger stud earring. Trust me, everybody can wear them. Even if you're not normally a stud girl, guess what? I'm not a stud girl typically. These are big enough to be that wow of a more button style we love. So you're going to get a kick out of the value that we put together. I really think it's one of our best all time that we've seen in Tanzanites overall. So that's going to be a thrill. And then let me know. It sounds like Jason's verifying on the pink zircon. All right, so let me show you the bracelet coming up because I know we are so excited about all these one-onlys, but we do have to move quickly if we're going to show them all. So here's what we have next. This is emerald and diamonds together. Think like, you know, tennis bracelets have that ongoing, continuous style of stone all the way one side to the other. This is where you're getting a bangle that does the same, except we've split it up here with the diamonds and the big, big, big round emeralds, and how glowing. I mean, we're even kind of looking down at these stones, but look at how bright and glowy they are. 111-8486 is your item number. 4 identical matches here in round stones. These are Colombian emeralds, no less. There's 74 points of them, and it also has 76 points in the diamond weight, so pretty close there. But to get about 3/4 of a carat in either, very nice, halfway around. So you're going to get that great style where you've got essentially the hinge, okay? So this is going to be all keeping the stones up front as you wear it, but it's really easy to put on. It's really easy to take off. It's got this great style right here. There's a little textured button. That's when you're going to be able to feel for where it opens. You give that a little press, it opens up. When you lock it into place, well, that's as simple as clicking it closed together, but then you're going to lock those figure eights. So it's really simple. Fits a myriad of size wrists too. 6.5 all the way up to 7.5. If you wear any of those bracelet lengths typically, this one's going to work for you beautifully. So you've got a little, again, that's the freedom. Bangles give you a little more wiggle room, literally, right? Because you don't have anything that's meant to be too skin tight, but because of the oval shape it naturally has, that's going to be really nice because you've got, of course, that great keep it all up top, not just, you know, overly done where you've got that slip-on style. It's going to be really tailor-made towards your wrist shape. And it was $49.99. There's only one. It stays as is. Notice you have 2 tones of gold, so that makes it easy too, because maybe you're a white gold lover. Maybe you're a yellow gold lover. Maybe you're like me and you wear them both and you love them both. This is going to be the piece that always can be worn with everything else because it does in fact have mostly white gold in that you see the back of the bracelet is done in the white gold, so is the sides and everywhere the diamonds are set. However, each of the 4 gorgeous emeralds are set into their own little basket of yellow gold, which is stunning. And that's, I mean, come on, look at this beautiful further away shot and how they're glowing even more. Each and every one of them a perfect match. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All perfectly matched and glowing as bright as can be. You just don't expect emeralds to do that very often. They got it going on. So an average size, again, I wear a 7-inch or 6 3/4 depending on the style of bracelet. This fits beautifully, meant to give you just a little bit of room so that it's not tight. And we only have one, and the best part of all, it's nowhere near $49.99. Another sale holdover. Another one that we're going to take even lower than it would have been even 2 days ago. And that's really the exciting part of this. So don't hesitate. You've got about 1.5 carats total weight here in material, and that's really special. And you're going to get, watch this, it's not even going to be $49.39 or $29.99, and bangles always are going to be on the more pricey side because they require so much gold. Yes, even a more narrow bangle, it doesn't need to be 1 inch wide to require a lot of gold. It's a structured piece. Remember, when you have kind of a lighter, when you've got little baskets, that tends to be a little more, you know, kind of, for lack of a better term, flimsy, where there's not as much gold needed when you're making a piece with, you know, the baskets and it's all flexible and it's moving. This requires a lot more gold because everything is very structured to it. It's very dense to the gold. It's very weighty. All of that has to be taken into account. So when you get a bangle, you're bargaining for and you're shopping for a lot more gold than you typically are with a bracelet. So if you like the feel of a great gold weight, if you want to feel your metal when it's on, if you want it to stand up next to the other pieces you wear that you might be stacking it with, this is a great way to go. It's not even $29.99. There's only one. That's the key here. That is really crucial to remember here with what we're going to do, because with only one, and you know there's going to be fights over it given that we've got it discounted the way we do, it's actually going to be only $1,999 instead. So really special there, and $19.99 gets it to you. So huge value, one only, and just that perfect way that you're getting that dance of the emerald, so bright as can be as they are. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Just stunning, right? Each and every one of them. I know we've done a lot of earrings lately with some round emeralds, and that's been exciting. A lot of you have been able to pick them up. What a beautiful match this would be if you have those great earrings that we've done in the rounds, just really giving it that vibrance. And green, especially I think this tone of green, it really is, I think, as universal and as versatile to wear as your diamonds are themselves, because it tends to go with absolutely everything. So huge value there at $19.99. Let me know who'd like it. And then we'll give that 30 seconds and then we'll keep moving. We've got so many one-of-a-kinds to get to tonight. And yes, the big Tanzanites are here. We've even got some Kashmirs. If you're into the really exotic sapphires, we've got a Kashmir for you. We've got some really cool affordable earrings as well. And then that top of the hour. And again, the only thing left of the evening so far is the opal for $888, which you know somebody's going to get eventually with that beautiful style that had and that great size. So here's our last call on the bangle, $19.99. Somebody's got to take it. It's too beautiful to stay here, especially with that massive discounted price we have now given it. And then I think we should get into these big Tanzanite earrings because we were not able to keep them around in our big sale event. And we had a couple of you who missed out, many of you actually. And I'm going to start with the bigger of the two because this is something, yes, we have studs coming up at the top of the hour, but you know, if you're a stud person or drop person and you know that maybe you want one of each, this is where we're going to go. Drop earrings here in a very big size, and these are still a fancy cut of Tanzanite. That may look at first glance like a cushion cut. It's a modified cushion. It actually has, when you look at the exact perimeter there, it's not going to be a typical rounded shape to your rectangular cushion. It's got a little more of that, more specific, and I'm going to come in real close and you'll be able to see it's got a little bit more of a little angled kind of cutting around the very, very edge there. So it's going to make it really interesting. And then there is that saturation. Usually an earring, when it's set like this, it's just not the right angle to be directly up to your eye, and it still isn't, but it's showing you the saturation level, which is completely bright and brilliant. It's 1122794, and it also happens to be 10 karat 73. So you're getting over 5 carats in your Tanzanites for each one that are matched identically. So 1073 total weight, then 73 points in the white diamonds. So you're replicating that number again, so maybe that makes it easier to remember. These have the best spring-loaded hinge. I don't know if you've noticed, but right in the inside of that hoop, if this were a typical flip back, lever back, they wouldn't have this little, do you see that little notch there? It almost looks like a bracelet closure. That's where it gets really different, and this is where it's so easy. There's not actually a you don't have to really force it to close. It's going to be a spring-loaded hinge, so it just opens up really easily, and I'll show you here from a distance on the hand. When you actually look at the earring here from the side, of course you can see it starts with a hoop, but this is what I mean. It's just going to literally, all you do is just open this up, and this is a little easy, a little more difficult to do with tweezers, but when you open it up, it just springs open, and then it holds its own there, and then literally you just give it a little push, and you don't have to force it or click it closed. It just finds itself, and that's done. There's no actually, the backing itself does not touch the the post. A lot of times a locking style like this, you're actually gonna force the post into the other side. That's not what's happening here. So you just have that great little hinge. It's really easy. It's almost as if it's an omega backing, the way it's that kind of hinge. Then it's got some beautiful basket work. We'll show you the length that it gives you as well. And this, of course, being a fancy cut. Now, you know we had a pear shape, a modified pear shape version of this style. They were so popular. And these are a little bit bigger because those were about 4 carats. So we're doubling up the carat weight and more here. But you get about 1.25 inches top to bottom. I'll try one on for you. They're white gold only. And then after this, we're going to have something a little more pear shaped. So if you're more of a fan of pear shapes, stay with us because we're going to bring you a slightly smaller size. But if you want cushion, this is where you go. If you're trying to match this earring to, let's say you have a blue wing block D emerald cut or a cushion, or even I would say an Asher cut, I think that from a coordination standpoint, I think this would be your best bet here to go with something shaped like this overall. Even though it's a little fancier cutting here, it's going to be a really nice way to go. That's what they look like from a distance. So now you're really getting, I think, a nice overall viewpoint of the size here and how very large they are and how bright they are as well. And you can really see those red flashes. We'll go back up close. I just love that it starts with a hoop. I mean, it's so easy. It really is like a lever back and an omega backing to put on. It's so simple, so easy. Let's go and blow them out for you. $13,999 is where they're supposed to be. And then I'm just going to flash the other shape, which is definitely more pear shaped. So you know, if you're a pear or cushion, you know, but these will be coming up next. So if you would rather have this shape, I want you to know that's what's coming up next, where it's got almost like a shield cut. So it's a modified, like a trillion and a pear met together here, and that's going to be a little smaller carat weight. Actually, they look quite large, don't they? But that's 836. So they're going to be a little more affordable as well. But if you want to go larger, go here. If you want to go cushion, emerald cut, I think anything that's got more of that elongation to it, great way to go. We're going to make these really easy right now. They're not even going to be $10,000, and there's only one pair. That's the crucial point here. This is all fancy cutting. It's a miracle. We have 2 stones that are cut so beautifully and identically together when they are a fancier modified cut like this. That's so unusual. We're going to blow them out for less than $10,000, $9,000, or $8,000. They're not even going to be $7,000. When you think about matching stones, I know that one big stone that's 10 karat 73 would be pricey. So if you're thinking, well, they're going to be about 5.5 carats. Well, the thing is this. It's so tough to match fancy cuts that you'd actually see a bigger premium to matching up big stones like this is. That's where, as a jewelry designer and as a jeweler who's making great jewelry, that's what's actually going to be more difficult to achieve, is something like this. And it's not going to be $79. It's not $69.99. They're not even $59.99 for nearly 11 carats of blue wing block D that you have here. It is tremendous. And to get exotic cuts, nobody else in the world is going to have a pair quite like you will. And that's the beauty of it. They're not even going to be $5,000. They're $49.99 to a first caller right here, right now. They will not last. You know that. So $49.99 gets them to one caller only. We'll see who's the lucky one that's going to get those home. And then we'll bring out that almost spear-like pear shape that you've got next for you. And that'll be on the way too. So that's going to be coming up, and that's a great value also. A little smaller stones, but they don't present any smaller to the eye, I must say. So if you want to go big stones, maybe trying to get that price tag down a little bit, we will have the next option for you. And that's going to be it for our fancy cut Tanzanite earrings, except for the trillion studs coming up at the top of the hour, which I know we're got to be excited about, right? It's just a value you will not believe. Trust me when I tell you. So next up, we're going to bring out those shield cuts. And then I think a lot of people are going to decide which one they'd prefer to have. But that's such a beautiful, beautiful cut. And then look at this from the directly up, no angle, just face up into those stones. Look at how that extra faceting is not just on the outer point. It really goes all the way through the sides of the stone like you see there. So that's really well done. And then here we go with option number 2 in drops in another modified fancy cut here. These are going to be a little tougher to sit evenly here because of that shape, but that's why we like a unique style, right? Unique styles are something special. And disregard how they look on a wheel, because this is probably the only time they'll ever be on display on TV like this. It's item number 11222796, and we'll show them on. It's got that same spring-loaded closure hoop. It's got a great, I call it a pear meets a trillion, almost like the trillion at the top, and then a pear shape the rest of the way. Overall, kind of feels like a shield cut, doesn't it? Where you have that really cool, almost like you'd see in a, you know, a family crest of like a really cool royal family in Europe, right? It's that kind of look. Diamonds in the front. It's going to be a 836 total weight. I keep wanting to say 9 carats because these look as large, if not larger than the last, don't they? And yet it's going to be so affordable to get them. So you've got 836, 56 points in diamonds because they actually did the mirror finish there at the top. So you see it's got a little mirror finish gold, and then the rest of the way are diamonds. Same with the front is going to have that great diamond weight we love. And this is another one pair only situation. Got a pair to look at here to take a look at the length they're going to get. And of course, there's that natural drop with having the point facing down. I think that's a really good look. So it gives you that. And look, these are even a little bit longer, quite a bit actually. They're about 1.5 inches. So they give you about a 1/2 inch more in length overall, because there's that extra elongation, and you've got that beautiful way that that shield design is framed with gold and diamonds, and it's a huge value. These are better than even $49.99, as we've all been hoping for with the 836 carat weight. But did you notice they are the same size visually? I mean, there's a big, tremendous look and length you get here, and yet they're not even $49.99. I've got one on for you so you can see what that looks like from a distance away and get another perspective on it. I mean, these really, they do look bigger. We just had 10 carats plus, and these do look larger. They're wider, they're longer, the earring overall. The stones have as much, if not more, presence visually than even our last one, so it's pretty remarkable here. And they're only $3,999 only. That is for one caller as well, though. That's it, just one pair. It's the only pair we have in this fancy cut. This reminds me a lot of what we had over the weekend, where we had pear shapes. But again, this is different. That really beautiful kind of notched cornered top there, and then that perfectly rounded pointed base. So that's going to be $39.99. One caller. Let's take another look up close. Just wanted you to see what those look like from a distance and see the size. So it gives you even bigger looks. It really does than the 10 carats. So I think that's the bargain. Yes. Congratulations. Those are gone. Enjoy them. And then our big modified cushions are still here if you'd like them. And then on the heels of that, we can show you some great Tanzanite. But since we're talking shield cuts, I've got a couple Tanzanite rings to share with you. But I thought this would be a nice progression after those earrings, because this also is a bit of a shield cut stone, but in a Kunziite. Tanzanites give us blues and purples and reds. This stone, in its finest quality, gives us pink and purples and blues. And therefore, overall, you're getting a very orchid-like color. 1122765. Countdown is on, 24 minutes until we get to that big top of the hour. So please don't go anywhere. And anybody who knows a Tanzanite lover, make sure they're watching in some way, shape, or form at the top of the hour to make sure they see these earrings that we have coming up. And yes, we just had the drops, but we're going to bring you a bigger stud earring coming up at the top of the hour at a value you've never seen. And no, they're not something you've seen before. They're brand new. But first, we talk about 2765, which is our 1323 Kunziite Afghan material. I cannot get enough of the stone. It keeps, if I did not already have a Kunziite from TVON, I would be buying this because it gives me like a home plate, like as in baseball, a home plate kind of vibe, which I do love. So that's my first love. So 39 points in diamonds around it, and that's going to complete the halo. But look at those colors. For being a fancy cut, sometimes fancy cuts are not going to be all that friendly to a pleochroic stone, because you've got a stone that's already very susceptible to looking a lot lighter than even it is. What that means is the cutting can play and take a stone that is lighter in color. We know the saturation on Kunziite is generally lighter anyways, but this can be where you're getting a stone that actually, when you start doing fancy, modified, really unique cuts, a lot of times it's going to take away some of that great saturation. Even if you start with the best, it can sort of take that away and start to look like a lighter stone than it is. That's not the case here. It's as saturated as can be all the way through the stone, from the very, very sides to the very, very center and all the way through. And it's still going to be, this is our 1323, so that's a massive stone. You've got 39 points in diamonds, just a perfect custom-made halo around it. It's got an ample basket, so it's going to set up right on the hand as well. And it's going to be one only, and it's a huge markdown. So get ready. We've got the great-looking side detail. It's actually little heart shapes that are happening. Not overt heart shapes, but there's a mixture of scroll work and heart-shaped detail on the sides. And then look at that. The blues are, I think, the most prominent color that come through after that orchid pink that's created by the pinks and the purples together, don't you think? Even this almost looks like if you were doing an abstract heart, right? If you were doing a more modern, it almost looks like a heart shape without the cleft, right? If you had a little indentation here, it would be more of a heart shape, but it almost looks like a really cool contemporary heart shape. So I think this can be a fun one to exude, whether it's love, whether it's power, because whether it's, maybe it is, and you're going, yeah, you know what, I've seen enough baseball to know that's like a home plate shape. Maybe it references, like, in a way, it's that beautiful reference to what is home, right? It's your home base. It's maybe this is going to be that little reminder of, you know, is home where the heart is. And that's where, again, I think it's kind of like a home plate heart shape, kind of modified at the same time. I think it's giving us like Superman vibes with that power and strength of that really amazing, right? If there was an S right in the middle, I think you'd say, oh my goodness, it's that powerful, capable of the impossible, do anything and amaze everyone Superman shape. So it's got powerful looks to it, no doubt. And it's going to be for one collar, and we're going to blow it out instead of $49.99, which is where it's been a while. And I don't see any reason for that not to be $5,000 when it's got color like that. Again, my very first purchase I ever picked out for myself, still the only piece I bought for myself here is that I've actually acquired. You know, I've purchased many things, but it's mostly for gifting. And as far as what I have for my own personal collection, it's Kunziite. And yet nothing compares to this kind of color, the strength of the color, the saturation of the color. It's only going to be $19.99 if you'd like that one. Huge value there, one only, and yeah, there's not another cut in our inventory that looks like that specifically. So a huge way to go if you want to get something nobody else is going to have, and that's the way to get it home and get a very, very special look there. So that'll be only $19.99, and then we've got a couple others to show you before we get to our top of the hour, 20 minutes away, and then you will see the huge, enormous Tanzanite earrings we're going to bring that are for one and all. And I'm telling you, this is truly one of the better values. I mean, I feel like it was just the 18th of December. We had the 5-year anniversary party. Look at that. That's the earring that's coming up. I couldn't help but give you a little sneak peek. And did you see there's a special surprise happening around those Tanzanites? It's not just about the stone itself, it's the way we've set them. So that's coming up. And then we've got a fire opal pendant that's really pretty. And I do have a big Paraiba. And this is one of our largest left. Actually, it's a 2-carat 82. So I know if you're not into the unique stones, skip that Kunziite. Let's talk about a stone that gives rarity beyond, a color beyond. I am crazy about the stone, as you know. I think most people are. If you're a gem collector and you like color and you like distinctive color, I really don't think there's going to be much that catches an eye more so and is more magnetic than a really, really good Paraiba Tourmaline. And this is it. It's also one of our huge ample stones at 2 carats, 28 in size. It is in that classic bed of, I call this the bed of diamonds mounting because it just goes from one side to the other while you're wearing it on your finger. It's just continuous diamonds, and all bigger diamonds at that. So they're not little tiny accent stones, they're all large. And this is one of those where this is the color, and I'll be honest, we've got a 1 carat and I've got a 1 carat. I've got a 1 carat oval and I've got a 1 carat round later on. That's great. But they're lighter in color. I may even have to bring them out so you can see the comparison visually side by side so you understand why this is a big deal is because you're getting a 228, which is one of our largest here, and yet it's got more color than even our 1 carat stones. More saturated, more neon, more of the ultimate high level blues and greens you want to have, and it's all happening right here. So let's take a look at it on. I know this is not for everybody, but listen, it's a collector's stone, and maybe if you're thinking, I'm really ready to get something special and different and bold. I want something unique. Look at this from the sides because I want you to be able to see all the way through it. And you can see that clarity it's giving, that saturation. Item number here is 1120729. And it's just diamonds from side to side. That's also 118 in diamond weight overall. Exquisite, isn't it? It's a beauty. And yet this is exactly, if you see 100 or if you see 1, this is exactly the color you ideally want to have. Whether it's a 50-pointer, whether it's a 4 carat, which would be obviously tougher to find and tougher to get, but this is where you've got it all happening. Right here, right now, there's only one. It's going to be, obviously, it's white gold 2, which is usually how we like to see these set. That's the preference here. That's what I mean by side to side. You can see that you don't even see the band. This is really, especially when it's your size, this one's a couple sizes too large for me, but look at how beautiful that is, the way that's set side to side, all you see are diamonds, and yet that centerpiece is where your eye goes first. 118 is the diamond weight. It's all about the 228. on that Paraiba and watch the colors ripple on through it. It's all of that clarity coming through in the most divine blues and greens possible. And it's our $29,999 ring that is no longer. Another one that, would you believe it, was supposed to be here on the sale event. You can see why I had to bring this back out. This is not one that is something that should be discounted. And there are callers and collectors and members of royal families all over the world who are trying to get their hands on Paraiba and they can't. And it's not about they can't afford it. They can afford anything. They can truly, literally afford anything. That's not why they don't have one. They don't have one because there's a lack of availability worldwide right now. The couple of people and collectors and miners and dealers that have them are basically holding them close to the vest. Quite literally, they're not even offering them for sale at the big trade shows, at all of the different places you would ever shop for or buy or trade or meet with someone who can offer you a gem. They're keeping them because the price tags have not slowed. The per carat levels have not even plateaued yet. They're on the rise all the time. This is your time to get one because we are one of the few that's actually offering them for sale and on sale. That's the difference. The availability is right here. It's right here. The affordability is where we're taking you now. That's not even $30,000, which, just for the record, that's about half of what you would spend on 1 carat of the material. That's half of the per carat that it's going for lately. 60, 70,000 is what you see it for. This is just a treat for the collector out there. We haven't brought these kind of big Paraibas out in a while. It's something that I think we've been needing, and maybe, you know, now that the holidays have passed and things have calmed and maybe some normalcy is returning and you're able to think about, okay, what do I really need to complete my collection? This would be a perfect time to get it, especially when we've got it reduced more than 50% off. Taking it to $15,000 is just not enough. It's not enough to get the job done, and we are here to still bring you what are we tried and true about? Value. It's all about value. That already is unheard of value. Nobody's going to top it, but we're not leaving it at 15. We're not asking for 14, and we're not going to do $13,000. This one ring is $12,999 tonight. That is it, and it's clean as can be, and it's bright as can be. So you're really getting everything from the size to the color, to the clarity, to the glow, to the fact where if I'm going to watch this, I'm going to block a light here, and then watch how that stone is still glowing. See how that is just right there. Do you see all the beautiful light that's coming from that stone? That is what neon's all about. So $12,999. Just want to bring it out. We haven't seen anything like this in a long time. So really feel like there's probably a collector or two or three that have been waiting for these Paraibas, and now on a sale event price, giving you that huge beginning of the year. Here's that collector's opportunity. Here's that special stone that maybe you've seen at 30 and you pondered it at 30 knowing that's a deal. But if you can save well over 50% tonight and get the same ring and that beautiful quality and not give up anything, well, that's what value is all about, and that's what we're here to do. So we've got two incredible Tanzanite rounds I'm going to show you before we go. I've got one fire opal. I know we're already getting talks about, people are asking about it, so let's show the fire opal pendant because we've had a lot of rings. Haven't had too much in the way of pendants. Here it is. Wow, what a color. Maybe the best yet for those reds, those oranges, those golden glows that are coming through, but all on a backdrop of cherry reds, which I cannot stress enough. That is usually a stone that is yellow. Item number is 1122838. And what do you think of that 482? Big time stone, looks even larger. Of course it will. It's a 482 opal. It's going to be 92 points in diamonds, and they go up, up, up the sides. There are 3 rows. Do you see that? 3 rows that are going to extend and basically wrap up the sides because I'm holding it by the bail. So what you see on the left side is actually at the top of the piece. And I'm going to show it to you up right now so you get a much better feel for how this is going to look on. And now you can really see that 482 is going to look a lot larger than that. When you get into any of the opal categories, that's what they do, including the fire opals. And there you have the length in full. You've got 1 inch top to bottom. This is a hidden bail. So there's actually 2 openings right behind here. That's going to be where you're going to thread your chain through, kind of under and through on the other side. And so you're going to have that hidden bail. So it's going to sit really, really beautifully. It's going to look like it's floating on your favorite chain. And yes, it will be a diamonds by the yard worthy piece. So I like to point that out if you like to use your diamonds by the yard. Okay, look at this from a distance away and how that glows. Yes, please. Look at how beautiful that is with those reds. And now I don't know, it's giving me almost like a labradorite vibe. And if you've seen those, the sunstones and all of that, it's really giving a lot of that beautiful red-orange color to it. It's so magnificent. And there's that clarity, and it looks like little flames of golden color coming through the entirety of the stone. It's not going to be, and it's brand new, so this is where, again, not exactly supposed to discount this one. Let me hold it the other way for you so you can see it really, really well. But $49.99, not going to work for our fire opal tonight. We're going to make it $19.99 only, first caller. So another great one to own, and then we'll do our really, really cool zircons, and we've got the big Tanzanites coming up for you. My two favorite rounds are here, so we've been kind of, you know, leaving those under lock and key for a minute. We're going to bring them on out. We've even got, of course, I hope you'll get requests in if you have any at all. We'll help you out with those. We even have a Tanzanite pendant too. So we've got quite a bit of Tanzanite tonight, but really where it's at, top of the hour, you got to see it. The top of the hour earrings, which we flashed. We've got some other affordable earrings for you throughout the show. There's not just, it's not all about museum. We've got plenty of affordable ideas for you throughout the Wednesday. All right, Tanzanite time is here, but not the earrings just yet. Still have 10 more minutes for that. I'm going to show you two options. Because if you're a round fanatic, I've only got the best two here, starting with this one with the massive diamonds. Then I can get you a bridge style. These are both going to be colossal stones, so I just thought, let's bring them out together. Show you your options here. This is the 12 karat pluser. It's a 1206. And those are the ones, I don't know if you remember this, but it's quite memorable when you think about those are 19-point individual diamonds on the sides. And then we have off to the right side is your bridge style. That, and I really wanted to have them side by side because this is a 1206 right here, which obviously has, I want to bring it right up to your eye. That's the larger of the two, but the diameters are not that different. This one's a 985, so 2 carats plus less. Yet I wouldn't say that diameter is much different at all. So either way, you're getting a really big, big presence to your round. Big diameter overall. Let's start with 1122456, which is on the left. That's going to be the one with the bigger diamond weight. And that is yes, because you've got a carat 14 total among 6 stones only. And what does that mean? That means each one is a 19-point diamond. That's incredibly large. Super, super, super impressive. So that is one way to go if you want that trio, kind of a 3-stone look overall, but it's actually a 6-stone style. I mean, you could say 3 stones on each side, but 19 pointers are pretty impressive. On the other side, you've got a bridge. It's item number 1122633, and that will be the 985. Doesn't look much different. Triple row though underneath it, so you can see here this is a really traditional style setting with the bigger individual diamonds. This has got a great diamond weight overall at 86 points, but it's going to be the 3 rows that run all the way underneath. So that's the bridge style, just itself, sitting it up a little higher, putting it on that pedestal, right? You can see the visible reds through that stone. They are not the same price, but they're very, very similar considering how different the diamond weights and the carat weights are. Give us a call with your favorite because I don't want you to miss out on just being a little bit tardy on the phone lines. We want you to be able to get your favorite, whichever one it is. And I got to tell you, these values are incredible, especially the one with the big diamonds, because 19-point diamonds are sold every day across this country, usually as a center stone in an engagement ring, usually is where you would find a 19-point round brilliant diamond. And that's going to be where you could spend easily about $1,800 on those diamonds. There are 6 of them. So you're looking at what could be $10,000 to $12,000 just in diamonds, wherever you are. That's without the big Tanzanite, which of course is our TVON exclusive Blue Wing Block D. Nobody else has that but us. So you've got a very special piece there. Anyone you want, guys, they're going to be under $10,000 no matter what. They're both museum reserve, by the way. So I don't know if that was actually, I didn't double check to make sure that was up there, but I hope so. Because museum reserve on each of these rounds, it's why they actually came out later than our earlier rounds. We had 4 and 5 years ago, we were bringing rounds all the time, but they weren't the museum reserve. The museum reserve didn't come out till more recent days when we really had run out of everything else. So we take the literal stones that were set aside for museums and then bring them out in jewelry for you, and that's why you get what you get here. Now, that's one option. Here's the other option. Either way, you're going under $10,000, not even $99.99. The rounds are the ideal. They're the most incredibly valuable. They have a premium no matter what. I would really encourage you, and I got to try this one on first here because this is the one that sits so well on the hand here. Let me see if I can't get that one on for you here. It's going to take a minute because it's a little smaller than what I wear, but there it is. That's what it looks like on the hand. So that's obviously a big ring. They both are. So, you know, some people say, oh, wow, it looked relatively normal size on her hand. But I have a large hand, not a large finger size. I wear a size 5.5, but they're long hands. So keep that in mind. It's a big ring, no matter which one you're going to go with. I just want you to be clear. These are really large rings. Again, if you get them at home, it's not for you. You've got a money back guarantee. Here's the other. That's going to be the 9 carat 85 with 86 points in diamonds. So that's how they compare. I'm just spreading them apart a little so they don't, you know, hit each other here and scratch each other. But you're probably not going to wear both at the same time. So here's really that beautiful look no matter which way you want to go. And again, this one being elevated, perched a little higher onto that bridge style. This one being classic setting with those triple huge diamonds on each side. Two great choices. Either way you want to go. Not 9, not 8. They're not even $7,000 or $69.99. They're each going under a threshold I cannot imagine anybody in the real world doing on even basic Tanzanites. Basic, you know, regular block C material. That's light lavender washed out colors compared to what we're seeing here. No reds at all. You know what I'm talking about, the stuff that goes for $3,000 a carat elsewhere all over the world. Well, look where we're at. We're not at $3,000 a carat. Because if we were, and that's the 9 carat, here's the 12, there they are together side by side. Pick whichever one works better for you. Maybe it's the mounting style, maybe one of the stones is speaking to you on some level, but this is where you got to get these museum reserves, because once these are gone, they're gone. They're not coming back. They can't. They're not even going to be $69.99 or $59.99 a piece. We're going to take your choice of under $5,000. We're going to make the larger of the two. $49.99, that means right over here with the big diamonds, that 1206 is $49.99. If you want to go with the 985, which really looks identical in size to me, that one's going to be even less. Even less. Whatever you do, you cannot wait because we have 5 more minutes left. Actually, yes, exactly 5 minutes until those earrings come out. The round on the right side is $3,999. It's $1,000 less than the 12 carat for what looks virtually like the same size, and we're talking about the diameter visually, right? The carat weights are different. That all comes down to the depth of the stone, but maybe, just maybe, that's a little bit deeper stone on the 12, which is why you're getting a very similar look diameter-wise. So $39.99 on the right side, $49.99 on the left. You get to choose your favorite, and both under $5,000 for some of our museum reserve best of the best in the rounds, and they're here for you. So 2 great options. Our Paraiba is also verifying. Jason, do you have any questions or anything we can show again? All right, so coming up, we're going to get to our big top of the hour. We've got about 4 more minutes, so we've got something else to show you before we get there. Although, if you're a blue wing fanatic, you got to stick around because we've got the earrings coming up that we've never had before. So never have we had anything quite like what you're going to see coming up at the top of the hour. I know that's what y'all waiting on. I've got a couple really cute turquoise earrings here, and I know that I brought out the studs by request over our sale weekend, and y'all went, no, I've seen those. I don't want that. I don't want a basic stud. Give me something different. Give me something unique. Here it is. This is a stud earring too, but with a flavor to it. It's got that really nice kind of spike design to it, and there's all these different ways you can wear them. I mean, if you want to have a little headdress of diamonds up top, great. If you want to have them angled just like they sit here and flare out from the face, great. If you want to have that whole, almost looks like that ear crawler look where the diamonds would be right along your lobe, you could wear the diamonds on the bottom of the earring, because with the centered post, it allows you, and when I say centered, it's centered up on the turquoise. So you can still put that backing on and really, you know, angle them however you want to. It's 1115457. I'm buying 2 Tanzanites today, apparently. Honestly, I can't pick between those two. I cannot choose. And that's what I've always wanted as a round. So I'm going to have to get my blue wing tonight. If you guys don't want them, I'll take them. Collectors out there, get those museum reserves before they're gone. This earring is lovely, isn't it? It's a white and a yellow is all we have. I've got 1 in each gold color. Let's get them out of here. It's a carat 36 of the Sleeping Beauty, 34 points in the diamonds, something that is going to give you a little more wow factor to your stud. Still a close to the ear style, still really easy to wear. Really, truly, you're going to have fun playing with them when you get them because you're going to decide how you want to wear them. So this is how they would look. Can you imagine this for a minute? If you've got, let's say, because our lobes are rounded and the primary piercing, so you could have those diamonds flaring right to the base. They could flare off to the side. They could be completely east to west set. You could have them on top. Bottom line is I want to get you the length here. It's going to be a 1/2 inch. I love that. In a way, it's almost looking like a little rocket ship there when it's got the pear shape pointing up like that. And that's going to be, you know what I'll do, better than $9.99 on these. We've only got 2 pairs. Turquoise earring lovers, I know there aren't a lot of options when it comes to turquoise here in an earring. So special the Sleeping Beauty variety, they're a little tougher to match up. So this is one way to wear them. And then imagine it all the other ways. Like you can just kind of situate it how you want, play with them. I love them at an angle actually too, which would be kind of fun like that. You can flare them any which way you want. And you can also put the diamonds right up top, which would be lovely as well. So just again, I think you're going to find that you're going to have a favorite direction you like to wear them when you experience them in real life and try them on for the first time. Let's get them better than even, you know what, half off? Forget about it. They're not even $500. They're $4.99 at checkout. So that's our final call because we were supposed to do $9.99 during the sale and then give you $100 off. Instead, it's $4.99 tonight just to make sure those go in the next minute before we get to our big top of the hour, which is trillion Tanzanite time. So it is a very special New Year opportunity we've got for you coming up. 2 short hours left in our show on a Wednesday. It's What's New Wednesday, kind of the mother of all What's New Wednesdays because we've been showing you the same old jewelry for the last couple of weeks now. So that means we've had extra time to get together a lot of brand new for you. And that's what we're debuting here today. So coming up, big top of the hour is on the way. 30 seconds left till we get there. And if you'd like to have those earrings, please, oh please call me now because that is never going to last. And we have a yellow gold as well ready to go. So if you'd rather have the yellow gold, we can do that for you. So do not hesitate to let me know. If you want yellow gold instead, we know turquoise looks good either way. So you've got a choice of, please do not wait on those fabulous earrings. They're too good to stay here. They are, and they're giving you that little extra designer touch and detail. And boy, are we gonna get the phone lines rocking, and I hope we have enough. Well, that's the exact problem, which is why they're here on a Wednesday and not here, to be real, on a Saturday or Sunday. So welcome to the show. If you're just tuning in, glad you're with us tonight. It's Wednesday, it's January 3rd, and I hope your new year is off to an incredible start. And even if you're a little sad that the holidays are over, I mean, we all go through that, right? This is a perfect time to celebrate. We are going to do a little celebration here on something that is the essence of what I love about a top of the hour, is that it's got to be a good piece, and it's got to be a really good deal. And that's what we have coming up on something brand new. If you already, because you saw him drive by earlier tonight, if you already think you might want to have one of these pairs of earrings, please dial in early. Sounds absurd to call in before you see something in full, but you know what? With as limited as we are, that was the one issue I had here was I saw this quantity and I went, oh, that's not a lot of quantity. That's going to be a problem. Even on a Wednesday, when we know we have less viewers tonight than we do on most of the other nights, right? Especially, well, at the other days, like the weekends, when it's daytime and it's, you know, it's the daylight hours and everybody's awake and everybody's ready. This is where limited items come out to play and where we do some really deep discounting for you because they're limited. So we need to make sure that if you love it, you can get it. So welcome to our top of the hour. Glad you're with us tonight. Brand new earrings on the way. These are still blue wing block Ds. That's the deal. Let me move those aside because those are here. And then let's show you what we have here that is so fresh and so unbelievably priced in still blue wing block Ds. So they're going to give you the purples and the reds and those gorgeous blues that are so characteristic from this gem. But that is, my friends, a halo of pink diamonds first. And then another outer halo in white diamonds. And when I tell you these are going to be popular, I've done this long enough to know that when something is a really amazing value that is beyond our wildest imagination, it's going to be insane. And these lines are going to light up. And I know there's a lot of you that may already have blue wing block Ds, but chances are it's a ring first. That's where almost everybody starts their blue wing block D collection. And here's the problem. A lot of you say, well, I'll go get earrings. I'm sure I can find Tanzanite earrings elsewhere. Why would you want to do that? If you've invested and found the holy grail of Tanzanite and you already own and are enjoying a blue wing block D, why would you ever want to go out somewhere else and inevitably spend more and get a color that's going to be lower quality, lighter in hue, and then it won't match the blue wing block D that you love? That's what we're trying to avoid here. And that's what giving you an earring like this will give you the opportunity of a lifetime. It's 112-2833. And we're going to start with some carat weights, but come on in because this is a nice large earring, but everybody can wear it. If you don't normally wear a smaller earring, you're going to love them. because they're a larger earring overall. If you don't normally wear a stud, you're going to love them because they're not a basic stud. They're a bigger, what we call a button style earring. If you normally even wear drop earrings because you like something with more presence or more wow or more length, this will still work because it's so large. We start with the carat 20 of blue wing block Ds. Whatever you do, don't even hesitate. If you're thinking about waiting to dial in, don't. You can always hang up. Everybody's going to want one of these. We probably have a few more viewers than we have pairs of earrings because matching up trillion cuts, blue wing block Ds in a size like this is not easy. If it was, we would have been having these for years and years and years and years. It's not. We're going to add pink diamonds. You get 14 points in natural pink diamonds, by the way. It should be said that on this weekend's show on Saturday, we're actually going to show you a pink diamond smile necklace, which is nothing like what we've ever had before. Big pink diamond presence in that classic smile necklace we've had here before, but never before in pink diamonds. So if you need something to go with this, there is going to be an opportunity coming up on Saturday to get you a great necklace to go with it. So think about adding pink diamonds. Then you get the white diamonds as well. That's going to be another 26 points in white diamonds. Overall, you are really looking at a match here because the pink diamonds sort of are that natural progression when you have red flashes like you do. So bringing out the red flashes with that element of the pink diamonds around the Tanzanites. Take a look at this. We're going to do better than even, guys, we're going to get a lot of people on the phone lines here. I'm hesitant to tell you how few I have to go around because I don't think anybody would even bother calling in. Figuring, nationwide show, brand new earring, great value, there's no way I'm ever going to get one. Give yourself a chance. Dial as early as you can so you have a true shot at these. There's a carat 20, a total diamond weight of 40 points. Let's show them on. And of course, in a measurement so you can see how big they are. So we've already got 3 pairs gone, by the way. Those are our tried and true TVON family members who know if Lolo's excited about a top of the hour, it's going to be priced well. I don't need to debate that. We know if she's that excited about it and she's been talking about it for 64 minutes already, it's going to be good. I just know we don't have enough to go around for everybody who's going to want a pair. That's a fact. I begged, I pleaded, I went back to the vaults before the show and said, there have got to be other trillions we can match up because I know how limited these are. And more of you are going to miss out than are going to get them. They're a full half an inch, actually technically a little bit more. They, don't worry, have a centered post and butterfly backing in the white and the rose. So these are going to be as is. Leave them as is because you have a little bit of rose gold just to carry the pinks, and then the rest of the way is white gold. That means the backing. That means the post. That means the diamonds that are set around that outer halo. That's all done in the white gold. Look at that size though on, and you can obviously choose to point these out at a diagonal, wear them straight up and down, which is I think how you will do it. And they are not even going to be, watch this price tag, and we have a lot of people, actually we could probably just sell them out before we even put a price up because we are that busy on the phone lines already because you know it's going to be a deal. Check this out. They are supposed to be, and this is our set price here tonight. Let's take another look at it close up. I'm going to do something wild here because they're supposed to be, and I kid you not, they're $2,499. This is, and who would ever, look where they started, $5,040. There's the earring, and there's the price. That says $2,499. Now, for those 3 people that have already said, yes, please, I'm taking one, you're probably going, ooh, wait a minute, let me think about that. How great a value is that, though, at $24.99 when, keep in mind for anybody who's brand new, those are not treated pink diamonds. Those are not treated or irradiated or heated in any way. They're natural pink diamonds. That's the first thing. Those Tanzanites are not just some random block C material. It's the best of the best blue wing block D. We're getting busier and busier and busier as this presentation wears on, and we do not, I will not ask for $2,499. I promise you that. This is going to be that top of the hour value everybody is talking about. And some of you will be mad because you're going to miss out, and that's the way it is with limited quantities. That's why I'm trying to make sure everybody understands how important it is to dial in early because we're also not putting a limit. If, let's say, you want to get a pair for yourself and you know a loved one, maybe you were able to this holiday season share a blue wing block D with somebody else you care about, and now they have a ring that they love, and now they would love an earring to go with it. Perfect way to go here. It's not even going to be, though, $2,000. $1,000, they're not $999, and I know right now we could sell out every last pair and then some at $999. We're not doing that either. Come on in. Come on in. This is your moment. This is your chance. When they're gone, they're gone. Nothing I can do about it. Can't get any more, can't make any more, don't have the stones. This is the private collection that is exclusive to us here. Nobody else in the world has it. So if you want a pair and they're $9.99 and we already got how many? 5 pairs gone, we have 2 pairs left. And they're not going to be $999. You're not paying that. You're not paying that price. I've never seen us do a stud this affordable. And when we say stud, a lot of you picture a little tiny stone in a basket. This is not that. This is a larger oversized button style earring. Pink diamonds and white diamonds are elevating the outside. For those of you that are already said sold, you may want to think about getting more than 1 pair. I don't have anybody else besides the 4 callers now that are already claiming they want one. Well, maybe we will have a surplus. You know, it's that Wednesday night, that first night after a sale where you're going, yeah, I can't shop anymore. I shop the sale. These are better than any sale price I've ever had because they're not even $9.99. They're not $8.99. They're not $8.88. This is the value of Blue Wing Block Ds. Overall, I've been offering them here for 5 years, ever since day one. It was December 18th, 2018 that they were acquired here at our show. And they've been here and all we presented in Tanzanite ever since. It's the worldwide best. Nobody has better than what we have. And yet it's not even going to be $8.88 for the pair. Welcome to Wednesday. I have to put together special things to make sure that you understand that our brand new jewelry is just as great a value as any sale event is. And these are them right here, right now. They're not even going to be $8.88. I'm just freewheeling. I'm making up my own pricing here. But if you want a pair, because we're super busy on the phone lines, and I know we're busy with Q, so that means we've got a little backup. Don't hang up. Don't give up. Just call us because they're going to be even better than $8.88. And my goodness, for a lot of people, I just think about the opportunity this is. This is probably going to be, for a lot of people, their first pink diamonds in your entire collection. How special is that to be able to get, to own, to wear? And this doesn't have to be that dressy special occasion piece. They can be every single day. A button style earring always works. So maybe this is your new signature style. This is your new signature look. And it's got all those beautiful colors, from the purples and the blues and the reds to the softness of the pinks and then the brilliance of the white diamonds on the outside. And everything is set in 2 tones of gold. Talk about labor. Talk about a lot of extensive money to make them. Who's paying for that? Not you. Not at $8.88. Take another look at them. They're not even going to be $888. Yes. How many? Of course. I'll put them on again for you. You can see I'm already kind of, one earring because I've already, had them on. We're going to do that again and again and again. So everybody who's just tuning in is going, what is happening? Because that is an earring that should be $2,500, no doubt. Here's what they look like from a distance. Again, they're over a ½ inch, just slightly over a ½ inch, top to bottom, side to side. And they are going to look fabulous on. We'll show them to you that way, but they're not even good. You know what? Skip over $800. Skip it. I just wish we had more. Obviously, I do not. I'm working with what we've got. That's always been the downfall. It's the best in the world, but like anything else, the caveat to the matter is we don't have a lot of them to go around, and we never have, and we never will. And now they're in their final call. We don't have many more to go around. So this is it. And you're not paying $850, $849, $800. Okay, now this is what is so crazy good. They're not even $800. What about $799 for that earring? See how big they are? That is over a ½ inch in their size, top to bottom, side to side. Let's go back to the wheel. I'm not even doing $799. Keep that in mind, guys. This is the most incredible value I think I've had in Blue Wing, and it's been 5 years now, getting close to 5 years in a month, of having this exclusive material. Best in the world. Nobody else has it, and we are almost sold out already, and they're not even going to be $799. What in the world is happening? Pink diamonds, white diamonds. My gosh, aren't you glad you're here tonight to be a part of this moment? This opportunity is everything. I'll make them $777 while they last, and that is going to get the job done. $777, one of our best values we've seen. Get them to go with your rings. If you need a ring, we've already had a couple tonight. We can get you rounds. We have I don't have any trillions in rings anymore. This is it. This is it in trillions. In the entire inventory is right here, right now. If you're lucky enough to have a trillion, you've got the perfect match, but the beauty of it is, if you've got a round, it doesn't matter. Round, oval, asher, cushion, does not matter. The color matching is what matters. Tim, did you get a pair? You've got a pair? Thank you. All right, Jason, how many for you? 1 pair for your caller. How about you, Andy? Just one, one, and one. Okay, so nobody's getting two just yet. So it's good because that's going to give us a little more chance to get more of you in. So $777 for the pair. I've never seen a value that good before. That's amazing. Who's shopping over there? Who got a pair? Mary Ellen from where? New York. Thank you, Mary Ellen. She got a pair, and everyone loving them just as is here in the rose and the white. Tony, I got to give them 60 seconds because there's just not enough to go around here to stay on them all night. Otherwise, we would. So 7-7. That is a huge earring. Oh, my gosh. And I'm just thinking about it. I think a lot of people probably would expect to see a double halo in just all white diamonds. Do you know how much money that would be if that was just all white diamonds? And that is an upgrade you're getting. Super extra rarity. And not to mention, we're going to have pink diamonds in a gorgeous necklace that's going to be so wildly affordable on the weekend, on Saturday. So something to match, even if it's not, doesn't need to be Tanzanite to match, right? It could be your white diamond pieces, that'll match. It can be your pink diamond pieces, they'll match. Jess, are you getting a pair as well? Okay, so we've got literally, I've got a pair left. So I don't know if they're going to last the last 18 seconds, but we have a pair left. That's it. So I think that's sensational. Big congratulations if you're getting a pair. More affordable earrings are coming up too in some Royal Zamarins. Got those as well. And then our last call there, we've got all kinds of earrings, but not much that's going to give you that kind of wow factor. Pink diamonds, white diamonds, Tanzanite trillions. Don't forget about the rounds that we brought you earlier in those rings that are still here, the 12 and the beautiful 985 that are here. We've got some really good looking stones as well in pear-shaped Tanzanite. If you want to see that, it's a big size. A pendant is here. Got a pendant, that's a little more unusual. What do you think? Big round. Already seen some rounds and rings. Look at that. That's here coming up in a little bit. We've got, speaking of rounds, look at this zircon. Actually, if we just put it up, you probably think it's a diamond of some kind. Look at this gorgeous golden color you have there. That's pretty. So any questions? Who's shopping? Oh, how's David doing? Oh, how nice. David shopping. Was he shopping for the earrings? Oh, good. Thanks, David, so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi, David. Happy New Year to you. This is kind of wild. You know how we had the 228 Paraiba? What if I could show you a 2 carat 34? Wow. This is not Paraiba, but it is the look of. Did you know that some Paraibas are more green than they are blue? Some are more blue than they are green. Some are pink, some are yellow, some are purple, some are rubellite red. This is green and a little bit of blue. It's got a little bit of golden as well. And it is wild. There's still a pair left on the here. I was thinking we weren't going to have enough to go around. I was wrong. Good. All right. That's why we show them on a Wednesday. Here's 112, 2835. Now, I don't have this one listed as copper bearing. It's that new mine that is called, well, it's the Congolese mine. So we're referencing the origin here, and that's where this material came from. They have not been tested yet because visually it looks like Paraiba. The liveliness of it, the neon of it, now the clarity is exquisite. We don't expect to see that. I'm going to tell you something. It's more green in person than what I'm seeing or rather, it's more green on camera than I'm seeing here. I'm trying to get you the right look at it here. Yeah, it's just interesting. I'm comparing it myself to what I'm seeing here when it's away from the light. But how about this view, just to see this 12 karat 34 from the inside as well, and notice that the faceting is not hiding anything. A good facet pattern can hide and conceal an inclusion. That's not really even necessary here because it's just a clean stone. And it's so good looking, and it's going to be, well, finished on the inside. Look at this on. It's 1.5 carats in diamonds, and you know, I'm gonna make it really, really easy to afford if you want something very grand in Tourmaline, and you want something in a bit of a neon color, and you don't wanna have to spend, last time I had a 12 karat Paraiba was never. I've had a 16 karat, which is currently sitting in a museum. And so it's in Switzerland at a museum. So, you know, if you want to go buy that, you can't. You got to wait till we get it back from them, which I think is slated for 2026. So, you know, if we're there in 2026, we'll bring it on back to you. But that's kind of it. Where else do you get a 12 karat tourmaline this size? Now, I can't say it's copper bearing because we don't know one way or the other. I can't say it's not. Does this make sense? It's newer. And I don't know if you've ever, mined gemstones before, but if you haven't, because most of us have not owned a mine or personally been responsible for mining, the thing is this: when you come across something new in a discovery, once you ID it and know what it is, if it's something that still you need to do further testing on the nuances of it, we know it's tourmaline, it's been ID'd as such, that's accurate. But if you want to know, is it copper-bearing tourmaline, that requires a whole nother level of extensive testing. You need to find an investor with millions and millions of dollars to do that. You also need to have a larger sample size than just 1 or 2 stones. And this mine has not been a prolific producing mine. So it's new and it's exciting and it's giving us gorgeous colors, but it's not something that we have a lot of. So there's not a lot to send off to labs, even if there was millions and millions of dollars set aside to go do all that comprehensive testing. So keep all that in mind. So I can't say one way or the other. Is it copper bearing? Is it not copper bearing? Just want to clear up why that is. We know the Brazilian material from Paraiba, Brazil is. That's been, if we call it Paraiba, we know it's been determined to have copper content. We know the Mozambique and Nigerian stones that have been discovered in the blue greens. They are also, if we call it Paraiba, they've been tested. It's confirmed that they have copper content. With a newer material like this, we cannot say one way or the other. We just don't know. It's essentially undetermined. So keep that in mind. If it were to be copper bearing, oh my gosh, what an example and what a pricey stone you'd have there on your hands. Either way, it's a pricey stone because it's clean and it's huge and it's gorgeous. So all that said, we're going to put all that aside and say $79.99, no thanks. We're going to make it a lot better value, and this is your first time seeing it. It's brand new. And again, you've got the bigger diamonds on the sides, the huge halo around this very large stone, clarity that you can see from the back all the way on through, and we'll make this really affordable right now. First collector out there, first caller. Easy, simple, affordable, $3,900. Not, you know what, skip $39.99. Let's do $34.99 instead, and somebody will have it. Next row. I know we all got excited about $100 off. I just gave you an instant $500 coupon off of the silly low that I assigned it anyway. So that's it for $34.99. Only one there, and that's going to be it. So first caller who would like to have something special in tourmaline, well, there it is, and all the clarity you could really ask for, and then some, because that is a stone that really struggles. It really struggles mightily when it comes to clarity, and the bigger the stone gets, the more you would expect it to fall in that clarity grading. Not the case here. It's why it's such an anomaly of Mother Nature, and we're thrilled it's here for you. So that's going to be for one caller, $34.99, lovely, brand new, one of a kind for you. Also have some really precious opal. Oh, one of our best opals has come out to play tonight. This one's not new, but it has been discounted, and it's in platinum. Look at that. That is ideal. Look at that. Every color of the rainbow, and you couldn't have placed it better if you were painting it on a canvas. That opal's gorgeous. 211, platinum setting, carat plus in diamonds. Yes, please. And then we have Tanzanite and a pendant. Yes, we do. We got the round coming up. Big turquoise is here to go with the turquoise earrings, perhaps. Also, okay. I know you guys are not always looking for the opulence of a bridge when we start to put in pink and white diamonds. But for those of us who say, you know what, I appreciate a really fine workmanship. Look what's here. Can you even imagine or guess what this is? This, oh my gosh, I can't wait to show it to you. This is going to surprise you. I've had this ring before. Let's wait 9 more minutes. I'm going to bring this out. Does that look like the $78,000 pink diamond ring that I have, that you've seen a few dozen times? Yes. Stay with me. Stay with me. We're going to bring that out. Let's show you the golden zircon in this beautiful mounting that is so much a fan favorite. Dome style, dotted with diamonds. A celebration of everything we do so well, and sparkle is really what this ring is about. It's item number 11222825. So all this brand new, and yet it's all got to find a home tonight. And so hopefully you're getting the earrings. That last pair of Tanzanite trillion earrings is still here. The tourmaline, which has the blues and the greens and the clarity, the $34.99, amazing. And then here we go with a golden zircon that looks like a yellow diamond, does it not? It is a huge size. 248 is the size of this round. Also, all these different diamonds. slightly different sizes of rounds set into the gold, finished on the inside. Well, we need to do that. It's a wide ring, so it's got to be made sure that it's going to be comfortable to wear. And this is a carat 20 in diamonds. So as you look at it from the sides, they start to scatter a little further and further away as you get out to the very outside of the ring. But that stone is very intriguing. It's like a rich, kind of a honey colored golden. It's not bright, garish yellow. I think a lot of people, I've heard this from a lot of you, say, you know, I love the yellow diamonds, but maybe some are just a little too much for me. Maybe they're a little too neon or a little too in your face. There's something that's, I hate to say subtle because it's a gorgeous zircon that's double refractive. So it's giving us a lot of light return. But there is something special about having a more golden honey color, golden color that's richer. It's almost like a marigold color. It's beautifully intense. It's not necessarily as neon and as bright as a yellow diamond sometimes is when we see them here. And you also have a great array of diamonds around it. Carat 20, fabulous diamonds, every which way. They're set down into the gold. So consider that it's smooth. You have no prongs except for the 4 that are holding that center stone. Everything else is smooth to the center and smooth to the surface of the gold, which is really pretty. Let's take a look at it on. And then we got to get you oh goodness, let's get you a big old value here. Big old value. Look at that piece. I've got it. I have no problem with this, $39.99. But the problem is we've been kind of hanging out in that more pricey range, and I know we're all craving something affordable. Just know, as we move forward here, that is a $3,999 ring tonight. I'm going to put this on the auction block. It's been pretty much 2 weeks since we've been allowed to do an auction. And I know that sets us up for failure because we get out of that rhythm of auctions as viewers, right? Here's what I'm going to do. We're going to start, and this is a, just so you know, when this mounting came out, that was about 3 years ago now, I sold it literally second day. So we had it in a stone set up, and it sold, and I believe it was blue zircon. And one of my longtime viewers messaged me the next day and said, I saw that mounting, I have to have it. I've got the stone, I'm good, I just need the mounting. The mounting 3 years ago was $29.99. That's what I sold the mounting, just without the center. Basically, this was a big gap, and I sold her the mounting. She got it. She had her jeweler set her favorite stone that she'd had for years and years, and it's beautiful. That's a $3,000 mounting. Right now, we're asking basically $999 for that stone, which if you know zircons, you know that's a deal. So that's how we arrived at $39.99. It's value through and through. What I'm going to do instead, though, is give you an auction moment opportunity. And yes, we are 5 minutes away from a $79,000 should-be ring that you might have guessed is not going to be $79,000. First things first. This has got to go. We got to find a home for it. You don't have to pay $39.99. That's not going to be the price tag that makes someone happy tonight. I've been on the air for now 85 minutes. So getting a feel for this Wednesday, okay? And we got to break out here. We got to break out of this New Year's funk, and we got to get you in excited for great jewelry if it's dirt cheap, okay? I know, forgive me. It's not supposed to be. But sometimes as a host, you got to maneuver the price tag and make it really cheap to get it out the door, because it's no fun to just show you jewelry and nobody get it, right? It's a lot more fun to get our shipping department busy tomorrow and get pieces out to you. And then by the next time I see you guys on Saturday morning, you're telling me all about the piece you received that you love. That's more fun. So how about I give it away, put it on the auction block. Don't start it at $3, which is the price of the mounting. Don't start it at $25, which is $500 off the mounting by itself with a free stone. Let's not even start at $2,000. Because that's how much I need to hear these phones ring here before we get to that bottom of the hour, which is that gorgeous ring I just showed you that we flashed for my pink lovers out there. This one's not even $2,000. Boy, this is going to be a challenge. How about this? 19, 18, 17, 16. How about we skip it all? We go to $1,500 to start with a $10 increment. And we just need an open. And we may get it. We hope to get it. There's a $4,000 ring that I know we're all losing our minds over $100 off, and yet here we are, $2,500 off. Imagine what would happen if you tuned in tonight and saw a banner on the screen that said $2,500 off your purchase. That's what we're doing right here, right now. $2,500 off. Looking for an open, it can't happen unless we get an open, unless we get this bid started. So it's $10 increments from there. I'm not concerned about that right now. We're just trying to get the open. Was Alice shopping over there with you, Jason, or is she just calling with a question? Mm-hmm. You got the yellow gold. Very good. So our Sleeping Beauty earrings, by the way, just got an update from earlier. It was right at the top of the hour. Those are gone in the yellow. We have the white gold that you saw on air available. Thank you for that update. Okay. No open on this one. Well, that's too bad. But it's okay, because we have 2 minutes, and we will get to something fabulous in pinks. If you're a pink diamond lover, stay with us. You know what I'll do on this one real quick? Don't tell anyone to do this. We're just going to do this. $14.99 if you want it. $14.99. Here's my tip. If you want a semi-mount, because we get requests for that every single day, we won't do it. I've already tried. I've tried to put together a semi-mount show for you. They're not into it. We don't have a semi-mount show. This is where you get a semi-mount. If you want to essentially take the stone out and set your other stone in it, this would be the way to get the semi-mount, because it's no longer a $4,000 ring. The zircon is a moot point. The zircon is a valuable special stone in its own right. But right now, you're not paying for it. You're paying half, literally half, of what you would pay for the mounting by itself without a center stone, and instead, you get the zircon. If you want me to take the stone out when we ship it to you, you're still getting the stone tonight when you make that purchase. But if you'd rather we make it even easier for you to set your favorite stone because it is a great semi-mount, if you want to do that, I'll take the stone out, send it to you separately, and send you the ring separately, so it's easy to have your jeweler or us. You could send us your stone and we'll put your stone in. It's up to you. But it's $14.99 to get it home. So we'll give that 60 seconds. That'll take us right to our bottom of the hour special, which is on the way, which is very special. And I have no idea, but I'm going to probably, we're probably going to lose it here on this next one. And I mean, lose it. And when I say that, lose a little bit of dignity here, lose a ton of money, and probably lose our marbles here on the next big item, which I'm pretty excited about. So get ready, because we're going to show you something that, to me, because I've had a ring that looks exactly like this, and it's $79,000. The ring I'm about to show you will not be $79,000. I'm going to try on the zircon one more time. Think about it too in white gold. If you want to add a little contrast, see, I would do that just because the golden of the zircon is a little bit richer than the yellow gold. So what I would do if it was my piece that I was shopping for myself, I would get it in white gold. I would say, hey, TVON, I want you to put all the money, dump all the money into it. I want you to make me a white gold mounting. I want you to take that stone out, put that stone in the white gold mounting. We can do that for you. If you wanted to do it in rose, I wouldn't recommend it, but we can do that too. So it's literally your choice in the gold color, your choice in the size. It's $14.99 to get it to you. Let's see if Tim's going to take it or if it might still be available at $14.99. And yes, there's that nice little curve where even from the sides, you see that? They rotate it so that you're going to see a few of those diamonds burnished into the sides of the ring too. It is so lovely. It really is. This is just a little giveaway from me to you, and then we're going to do something. I have no idea what we're going to do next. I know what ring we're going to put up. I don't know what I'm going to do with the price. So stay with us. Live show in full effect. You never know what's going to happen. But as the night wears on and we reach the halfway point as we have, and you got to move 8,000 pieces of jewelry, it's going to get interesting. So I would stay right there. Stay with us tonight, okay? Stay right here, because yeah, I'm feeling a little bit like we got to do some real wild things here tonight. And so far, that's exactly what's happening. It's happening right now. When I've got something that's 50% off the mounting, where, oh, by the way, that was the mounting 3 years ago. So I know for any jeweler that's watching who works for us going, that mounting's not $3,000 anymore. What's wrong with her? It's not. It's more now. But I'm going on the last price that I sold it for as a mounting. That was 3 years ago. It was $29.99. That's all I can go on. I don't have the exact mounting price today, but guarantee it's more than $3,000. So you're actually getting even more savings built into it, and that you've got the stone for free. That mounting is at least, let's just say at least half off, and you've got your choice of white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. So whatever you like, that's our gift to you. It's whatever you want. All right, coming up, let's get to it. Bottom of the hour's here. That one's here too. I'm going to show you what looks like a $79,000 pink diamond that we have sitting here in our vault. Now, this is, to be clear, not a pink diamond. But could it be? Is it Paraiba? It looks like a pink diamond. Let's be real. All I think when I see that is 79,000, 79,000, 79,000. It's 1122832. For the record, this is brand spanking new. This is brand spanking new. And this is our 35-point, it's not paparazzi either. It's not. I'm kind of we're playing a little guessing game here. Now, yes, Jason.
What's your ring size?
My ring size, 5.5. Here's the thing. 1122832. I'm very excited about this. See, if you like pink, if you're a gal or know a gal that you're shopping for jewelry for who likes the color pink, this is truly, have you seen our $79,000 pink diamond ring that's in the same mounting? It's exquisite, but this is not pink diamond. It looks, okay, here's how you know. It looks better than our pink diamond. Sorry to the pink diamond that's $79,000, but it's the truth. The pink diamond that's 79 grand does not have this saturated level of color. This is more saturated. It's more saturated. It's further saturated. And you might have noticed it has a little bit of a pinky, maybe just a slight nod to the peach, like a little whisper of peachy to it. Now, it's set with pink diamonds. So if you guess pink diamonds, you're partially correct. This bridge goes white diamonds, white diamonds. The halos, there are 3, go pink diamonds, white diamonds. So you're still getting, for the record, a lot of pink diamond weight here in this mounting. But that center stone, what looks like the best pink diamond we've ever had, is actually not a pink diamond. And I know it kind of looks like a Paraiba sapphire because it's got that little pinky peachy element to it. It's not a Paraiba sapphire either. Those 2 stones I just talked about are some of the rarest, most expensive you can ever buy in the world of jewelry and gems, and this is neither of them. But that doesn't make it any less special. Take a look and take your guess. Because that center stone, yes? They're centered post, and I'll show the back again, sure. Yeah, do they need to see them on again and measurement again? Have they missed all that, or? You got it. It's a centered post. We'll show it to you here. Here's the Tanzanite earring, which I think we still have one left. This was the trillion, for the record, with the pink diamonds and the white diamonds. And then there's the, so let me show you the back here in full. This is where we center a post on a trillion. So you can see there's a bar in the back that stabilizes that post. And then you've got, remember, it's an equilateral trillion. Some trillions can be more elongated. So it doesn't matter how you spin it, but the centered post gives you the ability to point it any which way. So it would be, no matter which point you put at the very top center, it's always going to look the same, but it's always means you could put it at an angle like that if you want to. So great look there. Okay, so coming up, hopefully that helps. Let me know if they have any other questions. I think we still have one of those pairs left at $777, and hopefully that golden zircon has found its home now. Now this is, we're still waiting. It's a 35-point center. It's got the most beautiful, think pink diamond with a little more wow. Because pink diamonds are not that strongly saturated, right? I'm going to come in even closer on it. It's a 35-point stone. It is that beautiful hint. I mean, you see how it matches the pinks, but it's a little stronger color. It's more saturated. This, ladies and gentlemen, is probably our most precious in the category of pink beryl. It is Morganite. This is a very, very rare specialty stone out in the designer world. It's got a 35-point center stone size. I mean, look at it like as if it's a pink diamond, but it's a pink diamond with a peachy tone Morganite. So I don't want to confuse you because there are pink diamonds. It looks like a pink diamond, but it's a Morganite in the center. It's, wow, 36 points is your pink diamond weight, and 75 points is your white diamond weight. So you're getting a carat 11 of side stones, side diamonds, every which way, rose and white gold together. That's how it's going to stay. This looks like a $79,000 piece. Here's the kicker. It won't be $79,000. It is going to be so much more affordable than that. So if you love it, and this is where, again, the bridge mounting, this is the same bridge, same size bridge that holds some of our most precious in the pink diamonds. And yet those are all, you saw, even when I put up those Tanzanite earrings, you saw they're very saturated pink diamonds you have here all the way through. And that's why we call it a bridge. Look at that middle row of pink diamonds from one side to the other, runs all the way through and underneath. You see how the triple halo is actually tiered, so it goes up, 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 elevates all the way to that center stone. And this is going to be one of those for the ages. Do you know this ring? I know you know the bridge if you watched our show before. But do you know this ring is one of the more complex? I mean, what it's doing, you know, think about it in infrastructure standpoint. We think about what it takes to build infrastructure, and an actual bridge is more complex than a road, right? More complex than most of our infrastructure because you have to have it supported and it has to have more material. That is what you have to think about when we carry it into this gorgeous piece of fine jewelry, is that it does the same. It requires more metal, it requires more labor. You're setting everything on different levels. You're even stacking and tiering that centerpiece, which is really spectacular. All of that said, it requires the gold weight of 3 separate rings, but it's all in one. So it's easy to wear. It's really feels great on. I mean, you've got substance and heft and weight to your ring because it's that bridge style. So for those of you that don't like to have, you know, the tinny feel, the openness, that really lightweight material that you see in most jewelry all over the world, lately, this is going to be anything but that. And you've got so much of this carat weight, which remember is 111 total there in your diamonds. So we just break it down because the pinks are more valuable than white diamonds, even VS white diamonds, right? So you have to break it down so you know specifically what you're getting. And this is going to be, well, the $4,999 price tag. But see, I'm tired of seeing that price tonight, knowing that it's also not having much success getting pieces out to you. So that means we need to do something crazy and wild and different, and boy, will I do that. And if you love it, you come on in. Let me show you on the hand here what it looks like and what it's all about. This one's special. No doubt about it, whether you want to wear it pointing up towards the hand or I'll flip it around. We'll show you the other way that it goes here so you can wear it. But look at that. That's a beautiful, tailored, substantial piece. That's how you build jewelry properly. That's how it's like you throw caution and care of gold prices to the wind and say, I'm going to make something lavish. I'm going to make something elite, something special, something designer, something different. And you do it this way. It's as if we said, who cares where gold's at? Let's pretend it's $10 an ounce, not $2,000 an ounce. And that's what we've done here. Rose and white gold's how I'd suggest it. It's not going to be $49.99. And here's the deal. I've got an auction opportunity, but I just did one and didn't have any success. Okay, true story, you saw it. The zircon didn't even get an open, dropped it, couldn't get an open. I'm hesitant to put this up for even $3,500 to open, so I won't. But instead of just saying $34.99 to sell it, which by the way is $1,500 off, I said we're working a deal. That's fair. It's not going to be $3,500 though. That's the issue. We're going to go a lot lower than that. All you have to do is dial in, be quick, be quick. We don't have a lot of operators here. This is going to get crazy in here. I'm not doing 35. That is literally the auction open. But I just tried an auction, didn't work, didn't get an open. So it just means, I don't know if that's going to change anytime tonight. So let's make it even more affordable. But this is truly, and I can tell you what this mounting costs because it's right here on the back. This mounting, because pink and white diamonds, carat 11 total, gold of 3 rings, this mounting on its own. And remember, we're the manufacturer. We are not like everybody else who's getting it from somebody who got it from somebody who got it from somebody else who got it from somebody else. Usually it's 4 or 5 different steps that it will pass through before it gets to you. And everybody's making their profit along the way. That's not what we do. One of the reasons we have the values we have is because we make it. We source the stones. We make it in-house. We create it for you. We do the customizations. Just all that is an extra bonus. Just we want you to have all the best of the best. That is all happening, and you're not spending $35, and you're not spending $3, and you're not spending $2,500, and we're skipping the auction altogether because it's not going to work. Take a look. This is how we do it. I'm in giveaway mode. Let's give away some jewelry tonight and just chalk it up to a Wednesday after a sale, after the holiday, after the New Year, all that stuff, right? We'll just have to figure it out some other date. But this is not going to be 25, and we don't have anyone on the phone lines, which is shocking because it's a really pretty ring, I think. If you like pastels and you want something that goes with everything and you know that it looks fabulous and it's some of the rarest material out there in the world, and if you have a stone that is already rare, but then it looks like pink diamond, and it looks like Padparasha, and those are some of the truly rarest, most expensive exotic stones you can get. Not a bad thing. What is bad is that we have it for $2,500 and it's still sitting here. It's still here. It just means dial in quickly. I already skipped the auction, not hoping for that. Gave up hope on that a while ago. I'm skipping $25,000. I'm skipping $2,000, and I will skip $19.99, which already right now we are saving you $3,000, which is $1,000 more than you're spending, and on any given day, that's a really good deal. We're going to do better than that. It's not going to be $19. Come on in. I need a caller, and we need to give this one away. It's going to go to somebody's house here in the next day. We can get it out to you, size it. You still go true to size on this particular bridge. It's not that crazy, crazy wide one that we do that's like a ½ an inch thick. It's going to be true to size. So get your true size. It will fit comfortably. If you have never, and I know we're coming off a sale where a lot of people go, you know what, I don't want to get into anything this final sale. I totally get that, and I understand it. If you have never shopped here before, or if you think to yourself, no, that's too good a deal, and I am not going to fall for that, because it couldn't possibly be that good for $19.99, well, buckle up and get ready. And this is why I want you to try it, because if you don't think this is the best ring you've ever spent $2,000 on, send it on back. The beauty of it is you don't spend even $19.99. I'm going lower than that. But just remember, because I think this is going to be important when you see where I'm going here, because I still don't have a caller on the lines, and I really want one, because this is a ring you're going to love. But this is going to be that eye-opening experience where you think there is no way it can be that good, and you have to try it. You have to trust. I'm a jewelry person first, and I'm all about quality. I am all about quality in every facet of my life. I do not want to ever, I learned that a long time ago, and I'm so glad I did. Never forego quality, because you will not be happy. And you want, especially pieces that you're investing into that are fine jewelry, you want to have it forever. These are pieces that your daughters and your granddaughters and your great-granddaughters are going to have at some point. And so you want this to be a collection that you're building for your heritage, for your legacy, that you want them to be proud of, just like you're proud of as you wear it. And it's not going to be $19.99. We have nobody on the lines. All right, take a look. I'm going to do something a little crazy here. And I just want it, maybe Tony, we'll get a clock queued up. I'm feeling like 60 seconds. Maybe 30 seconds is all we're going to need. Just depends on how low I go. It is not going to be $19.99. It's got a carat 11 in diamonds. Those are natural pink diamonds. Those are VS white diamonds. That is our very, very, very best. Look at that color. That's as saturated as Morganite gets. It goes with everything. It is beautiful. Maybe give it as a gift. You know what? Not even 19. Valentine's Day will be here before you know it. A few weeks away, it's Valentine's Day. Think about that. Everyone else out buying the trinkets for, you know, spending thousands of dollars to get a little 20-point diamond weight, maybe a little heart-shaped stainless steel necklace that's got some SI diamonds in it at 5-point chips. This is where you can get something really important and spend less, and something you can be proud to give. $18.99, $17.99, $16.99, $15.99, $14.99. I don't know. I don't know what has happened. But sometimes things happen in the world when I'm on the air and I have no idea till maybe something's happened. It's not going to be $14.99. I just got to keep going till it goes. If you want to just jump in and try it, you're going to be awfully glad you were watching at this moment in time. It's not 14. I'm going to keep going, Tony. I know. He's like, what in the world is happening tonight? This is unlike anything we've ever seen, even during a 2-week-long sale event. It's not 14, 13, 12. Someone's got to help me out here. We got a carat 11 diamond mounting before the Morganite and all the labor and all the gold. And it is a substantial, important, and beautiful ring. I mean, maybe it's not, I don't know. Is everyone watching on black and white today, like black and white TVs? Because that is so pretty. I don't know how anybody who likes feminine pieces, sparkling pieces, bright pieces, I don't know how you don't jump in and just enjoy this ring for what it is. And it's a beauty. And you know what, for everyone who's going to think it's a pink diamond that you spent $80,000, go ahead, fine. It is so rare, but this is as rare as pink diamonds are because that color is so special in Morganite, and you've got the pink diamonds with it. Anybody at $12.99? Because I'm seriously curious what's going on. Do I need to go lower? Because I'm really thinking, yes, I'm thinking about not even just digging in and saying 60 seconds. I'm thinking about going even lower. But yeah, I think that clock's going to be ready. We're going to have a clock ready to go because this is truly, you know, this bridge mounting. I've had this bridge, I had it with Alexandrite over the weekend. I've had it with Paraiba Tourmaline. I've had it with pink diamonds. I've had it with yellow diamonds. Oh, we had it with a green diamond the other day. Do you remember it? A GIA certified green diamond was here in this. It was a cushion, but it was in this mounting. All over $12,000. This one's at $12.99. This is not $12,000, it's $1,299. And I'm seriously thinking about going even lower because I really want it gone. And the fact is that this is the piece to own tonight. I thought that Tanzanite value was good. Hey, it would still look good with the Tanzanite earrings because they both pair up pink diamonds. So you could get the Tanzanite earrings and they would go beautifully with this. Okay, this is my moment here to really go a little crazy for you on a value I've never, ever, ever given you. It's not going to be $12.99. Do we have it gone by anybody thinking about it? Yes? I'll try it on again. Sure, I'll try it on and I'll do like I do, both ways. Pear shape up, pear shape down. So we're thinking about it. They just are like, let me see it on first before I make a decision. How about I go lower in the price? Do not make the decision except, yes, make the decision, yes, but do not even spend $12.99. That's one way to wear it. So Tim, have him take a look. That's one way to wear it, pear shape pointing out. We'll put it the other way as well. How about $1,199? But I'm going to have to take out all those diamonds and send you just the gold. I'm going to have to send it just, no, I'm just kidding. I won't do that. Obviously, I'm not going to do that. We're going to give you everything you see here. We're going to get it in your size. Don't change the gold color. You don't need to. It's perfect the way it is. Nobody let me flip it around the other way. Maybe they just want to see it the other way. Here it is. What about $1,099? Uh-oh. How about $10.99? Should we give it a clock? 30 seconds? Before you do, before you give it a clock, let's go. I am not even believing. Is this real life? Are we having a real life fine jewelry moment here? Because let me tell you, I know we got all the people that watch all the time. We love you. But for anybody who's on this show for the first time, who's never shopped off TV, who's never shopped fine jewelry before, who's never seen exotics, who's never seen a real pink diamond in their lives, this is TVON at its best right now. It's not even $10.99. I'll tell you what, Tony, I got to do something crazy. Promise me this, though. If you're at all intrigued, you shop it. You try it. Call us, pick up the phone. You have to. People ask all the time, can I shop online? No, we're not that high tech. We don't have an app. We don't do online orders. We don't do that. We are only shopping through the live show here off TV. So you do have to call in and speak to somebody. And I know, as someone who hates to have any human interaction whatsoever, I mean, the other day it was holidays and I had to buy some, alcohol to entertain people at my house, right? And I was like, oh, I have to sign for it? I have to sign for I have to go meet with the person and show them my ID? Forget it. We're all going dry. we're not drinking. They're going to have to just live with the eggnog without the brandy. But anyway, it's not going to be, come on. You have to pick up the phone and dial. Trust me, it's worth it. Even if you're introverted like I am, please pick up the phone. It's worth it. I promise you. It's not even $1,000, okay? All that said, I'm going to give it 60 seconds. That's my final call, but I am getting you to a $999, whatever you want to call that. It's not a price tag. I don't know what it is. It's some kind of giveaway, but it's a 60-second clock to get it. It's your final chance to own it. And that's welcome to, a very special Wednesday night. Boy, oh boy. And here I had such high hopes for 2024. I really did. I came in so optimistic and thought it was going to be a great year. But now it's greater, just not going to make any money for the company. But we'll worry about that at a later date. That's the problem. I can't worry about that tonight. Tonight, that ship has sailed. We are on SS under cost tonight, and that's okay. And that's fine. Is it because I saw like 10 minutes of Titanic last night? Is that why I'm making, I don't know. I don't know. Is that why I'm feeling the naughty references? I don't know. But here it is at $9.99, and you are getting the deal. The deal. It is the deal. So call me, 10 seconds, we've got it. It's available, it's stunning, it's beautiful, it's so heavy. And really at the same time though, this is not that overdone, oversized bridge that sometimes we see where, where we have to like, some people are like, oh, it's not comfortable enough for me. Oh, I don't like wide rings. This is a big ring without being bulky, without being cumbersome, without being oversized, uncomfortable, all those things that a lot of us don't want. We never want our jewelry to be that. I mean, I like a big piece of jewelry, but trust me, it's still got to be comfortable. And that's why I love, for example, my signet ring. This ring falls into that category. It's large and impressive. Those are, remember, you tally up those diamonds, tally up the diamonds. It's a carat 11 total weight in diamonds. It's just that the 36 points are even more precious than the 75 points of VS. 75 points in diamonds that are VS diamonds in white diamond round brilliance are gorgeous, but this is beyond that. You're getting another over a third of a carat, 36 points worth of natural pink diamonds. No treatment, no heating, no nothing. This is the value. It is like, I mean, I've been here 7 years, 7 years and 2 months. Wait a minute, 7 years and 2 months today, no less. No, I'm sorry, not today, in 3 days. The 6th, I forgot for a minute what day it was. My week is so crazy. It's so crazy, all in a good way though. It's crazy in a good way. I have the craziest week. It's pretty jammed, and yet I got ahead of myself. For a minute, I thought it was January 6th already. It's not, it's the 3rd. But anyway, that's gonna be the value that really sets us back in time, because nowhere are you gonna find anything that is, oh yeah, is it a gold plating? No, it's solid. Is it just a little sheath of gold around some mystery metal or some insignificant stainless steel? No, we don't do platings, we don't do vermeils. This is solid rose and white gold together. It's a Morganite that has the ideal, rich, beautiful, pinky peachy color, which is exactly what you want. And it's got pink diamonds to boot. Look at that. That is what it looks like on the hand yet again. One way to wear it, obviously put it anywhere on the hand. If it's too large for your ring finger, put it on the middle or the index. We take care of the sizing for you as well. So when you get a deal like that, it is 100% green light go time. It is your chance to pick it up. I still cannot believe what we are collectively together tonight witnessing on this Wednesday night, January 3rd. Happy New Year, one and all. Do you have beautiful bright bling in your future? I think you do. And if you don't already, you should, because this is the way to go. I mean, that's the easiest. If your resolution is to shine brighter and feel happier and derive and suck more joy out of every day of life, let me tell you, this is probably the easiest and most affordable way to do it. It really is. There's a lot of ways that we can find joy in life, and I want everyone to do their own and find many ways to find joy. But it's really true that if jewelry is your thing and you love and appreciate fine quality, that is normally, when it's a $5,000 ring here, can you even start to imagine what it would be elsewhere? Where are you even going to find it? Even if you're like, money's no object, it's okay. Maybe we have the person who won the 810 million the other day, right? And they're watching, and there's some money's no object. Well, if you were in that boat and money's no object, still, where are you going to find something like this? Who has natural pink diamonds as accents in a bridge mounting around an elevated high-end pink Morganite? Who has that? It's nowhere out there. So you get a huge, huge value. It's $9.99 that I'm telling you, if you took out every stone, every diamond, everything, and just ended up with all that gold, you'd be looking at about 3 times that price for the gold alone. So I'm gonna give it 60 seconds, and then I promise I'll move. I'm just a little bit on my pink diamond Morganite soapbox here, and it's important because that is abnormal. That is, I know and those of you that have been watching us for years, you're used to one day after another, incredible values, always seem to top ourselves, always seem to do one better, and always are just, breaking our own records. I gotta tell you, I don't know Tell me if you agree. I don't know. Longtime viewers, has there ever been a value that good? Have we ever seen anything that good? And there's a lot of people that have beryl stones, but it's usually an aqua or an emerald before it's a morganite. Morganites are tricky, and quality morganites are really tricky. So if it's something you don't have yet in your collection, trust me, I think it's going to be a piece you gravitate towards more often than you even may imagine, or more often than you may think. You will gravitate because it does go with everything. You know, as a woman who loves to wear jewelry, I mean, I can't imagine what this doesn't go to. It is as beautiful neutral as it is a diamond, but it's something different than just all diamonds because we all have those pieces. But you may not have a really high-end morganite with a beautiful, almost pink diamond-like Padbarasha-esque color. It really is stunning. And then the mounting, I can't say enough about it. It costs so many thousands of dollars more for us to create the mounting than you're paying tonight for the whole finished piece. And that's in your size. I would say again, stay with the gold colors it's in. If you start playing with that and maneuvering that and manipulating that, I think you're going to be unhappy with it. I think there are certain pieces that just look perfect the way they are. This is one of them. There would be absolutely no reason to change the gold colors. Keep it in the rose and the white. That's the beauty of it. And then we are going to size it for you. So it's still custom in that whatever half size, quarter size, 3/4 size, or full size you need, we do for you. So that's done. It arrives. You open that box. You're probably taken aback. You slip it on, and it's that perfect fit. That perfect fit. That piece, you're not running around town going, oh, now I got to spend hundreds of dollars more finding a reputable jeweler who's going to do. You don't want anybody else sizing this, by the way. It's a bridge. It's complicated to do enough. So that's why, honestly, that is the secret behind, yes, we want you to have it ready to wear the second arrives because we know you're anxious. But beyond that, we know a lot of our pieces are more spectacular or unusual or designer. So, you know, the last thing we want you to do is having somebody who may not have all the experience in the world sizing complicated designs and then, you know, messing with it, and that can sometimes mess with the actual setting and the integrity of the way your diamonds are set. We'd rather do it all for you so it's done properly, it's done right, it's done so that those diamonds are still secure, and then you're good to go. So that's selfishly why we do a lot of our sizing, why we feel so adamant about sizing it for you is, yes, it's very costly to us. It costs a lot of extra money to do. Sometimes it takes an extra day or two to get it out to you as a result, but that's going to save you lots and lots of money in the long run. It's going to save you time, which is a luxury because time is money, as they say, and it really is, more so now than ever before. If we can save you a step and money and time, then so be it. That's how, this is the convenience of luxury shopping from home anyways. But the last thing you should have to do when you have the convenience of shopping and having your fine jewelry delivered to your doorstep is have to run around and find somebody to size it, and how are they going to do it right and all that. And then what are you going to spend? I mean, sizing here in LA, last time I just walked into a jewelry store just to literally ask that question, it was $300 per size, up or down. Now, I know things are expensive here compared to some places in the country. I know that. You know, we also pay $7 a gallon for our gas, so I get that. It may not be $300 per size in every city, in every state across the nation. I'm aware of that. But it's a starting point. So keep that in mind. It's $9.99. We're going to get that. There's no tax outside of California. You don't pay any tax. So it's not like there's a club membership fee or a sizing fee or tax you're paying on top of it or a shipping fee. That's all done. So for the majority of you, it's $9.99. There's no hidden extra little expense that you're getting to. So that is the extra bonus too. So I'm speaking to a lot of our new shoppers here who maybe are, with the new year, new to us. And we're new to you. And this is certainly something that probably is a new type of way to shop because of the value we're bringing as well. So that takes us to the top of the hour. It's our last hour on this Wednesday. So glad to have you with us tonight. If there is a request or anything you'd like to see, please let me know. We'll help you out with those too. But really, I don't know if there's anything that I can possibly stand behind with any more conviction than I am this ring, because that value and that quality is so on point with really embodying everything that we do so exceptionally well, but to an extra level. Congrats if you get it. Let's talk about top of the hour. Welcome to the show again. If you're just joining us, okay, if you are just joining us, you probably need to see that ring because that deal is the deal. So we'll show that one more time, then we're going to get ready for top of the hour. This is 1122832, and I'm going to decide what I'd love to have her. Oh, I know exactly what we're going to show. I can't believe I've waited this long. We've got the Zamarins. Yes, the new earring style for you. It's a new style altogether. It's a new style in an earring, but it's going to be luxury and affordable. It's kind of the theme of the night. High-end luxury, but affordable. It's been happening all night long. It's going to continue happening. Let me know on that one. Let's get to our earrings. Keep calling. If you have anything you want to check on availability from earlier, a few of our round Tanzanites are here. I think we still have one pair of the trillion cut Tanzanite earrings, which actually I would really like with this ring because they each have what? Pink diamonds as their common thread. So you could get those beautiful pink diamond and Tanzanite and white diamond earrings. They were only $777, by the way. $777 for trillion Tanzanites, pink and white diamond double halos. Amazing. So here we go. Drum roll, please. Okay, we don't have sound effects because if we did, we would have to charge you more money for jewelry, and we're not doing that. So we keep it simple and grassroots so that we can get you the values that you want. And here we go. Look at this. Hello, Zamarin garnet earrings. And this may not be a new concept to an earring, but it is our first time doing this style. And it's item number 11222851. Wow, is that pretty. This is somewhat like Tanzanite. Follow along here because Tanzanite has 3 colors, trichroism, purples, blues, and reds. These are the same colors, but in a January birthstone. Happy birthday, January babes. This is the January birthstone, one of many though. See, everyone thinks garnet and they think about those brownish reds that are everywhere. Those are the most common garnets, but there's a lot of exotics, this being one of them. A Tanzanian color shift garnet that's going to go from purples and reds and blues. And you don't need to change your light source to see that color change, shift, move. Every time you're in a different light source or a different light environment, or a different light temperature. You know, there's cooler light and warmer light. That's what shifts the color play you get here. It's not fully a phenomenal stone because you don't need to actually go through as much hoop jumping to see them actually change. All you do is wear them. And everybody who notices them, one day you're in a maybe bright sunlight, sun is shining, there's some UV light, and they've got more red. And then maybe you're in a little bit more of a fluorescent lighting environment, let's say in a workplace, in an office, and they're showing more blues. Overall, Zamarin means purple, so really that is the overarching theme of color here is the purple. It's a carat 80 total weight in your ovals, which means, yes, you're getting a beautiful carat weight that's almost a carat each, which is very nice. And we say a carat 80, by the way, we do mean minimum. So most of these are 1 carat, but because every single individual oval stone might be slightly different in its carat weight, the smallest minimum weight is 180. That means 90 points in each ear. You are likely to get 2 carats total weight, 1 carat in each ear. So just to clarify that, it's 180 minimum. It's likely to be 2 carats or more in the pairs that you receive. It's also going to be white, yellow, or rose gold. And we are very limited with this pair of earrings. So I do hope you'll dial in early and quickly if you'd like them. There are no diamonds. It's one of our very few pieces of jewelry that is sans diamonds. So just as it is here in solid mirror finished gold, and this is going to be for a couple of you, not many. And I love it for January because obviously most of us are used to seeing a more basic garnet, this being a little more elite. It has a really rich, I mean, talk about jewel tones. Yes, reds, purples, blues all together. Let me borrow one here and show you what it looks like from a distance away, get you a length. I mean, it's kind of like the stud just dropping from the ear, right? It's still that classic center stone style, nothing else going on around it. Let the stone be the star here, but just drops it right below the earlobe, but it's not a drop with a lot of complexity, not a lot of movement, not getting tangled in hair, not over the top. So, oh my gosh, you're not wearing them every day. No, you're wearing these every day if you choose to. There's nothing over the top about them. They're a ½ an inch in length. I'll try one on. This is a lever back. So no extra backing. Did you have a question? Really? Was, what? I love it. Wonderful. Joyce in Texas is a brand new shopper with us. Did she pick up? I love it. Great job. Yes. You had a new register too? From where? Arizona. Hi, Lydia in Arizona. Lydia, hello. Welcome to our show. Happy New Year, one and all. ½ an inch, I'm going to try one on. So no extra backing to worry about. It's all self-contained. And what do you think about, well, $9.99 is not going to work because tonight, Do you think I'm going to stop now with these discounts? Are you kidding me? We've only got 54 minutes left. I'm going to keep them going. We're just going to keep them going. Oh, I love the ease. Just so much ease in putting them on. Nothing complex, nothing hard, nothing too difficult. Just pop them on and then let them shine. Look at that. Isn't that great? Purples, blues, reds. All the colors. It changes and shifts as your light around them do. Look at that. See what I mean about it? Just a subtle drop there. It's that great, and just make sure they're right there. Like if I put them a little further back, they sit a little bit more straight out, just because I have a really ugly stretched out piercing. But that is really pretty, isn't it? So there's that 1/2 inch. On my lobe, it's going to drop just beneath the lobe itself, so you get that really, really good look. And let's make it more affordable than $9.99, because that's kind of on the track we're on tonight. Let's go back to the wheel close up. I'll show you what they look like together. This is a gorgeous match pair. These are out of Tanzania exclusively, so we love that color. You see, and I'll move one. I'm going to hold it up right here too, so you can see a little bit how you're going to get the reds, the purples, the blues. It's amazing. You don't even need a huge stone to show off that color shifting property. And they're, you know what? Let's do better than even. No, $888 is not going to work. $777. I have been on a price reduction rampage. And you know we're going to keep it going. You ready for this? It's not going to be even $6.99. $5.99, $4.99. Okay, now that's kind of as low as earrings get, even if it is a basic stud. How about this? I won't even ask for $399. This show's going to go down in the history books. Where is the Guinness book? Because this show has got to qualify for something special. More money lost in one live home shopping network show all time. This is the show right now. And operators, will you let me know how many you're getting? Because I could see a couple of people perhaps getting more than one pair here. I could really see that. I could see you maybe saying, you know what? I'm going to go in my calendar right now and see who's got a birthday in January. Even if it passed in the last couple of days. This is always going to be their birthstone. So it would qualify, and you can give it to them a little belated, right? I could see you getting more than one pair. Maybe get two, maybe get three. We'll sell them till they sell out. But you're also choosing your gold. And maybe you love them so much for yourself that you're going to decide to get three just for you, because maybe you want to get the white and the yellow and the rose gold and have all the colors for the jewelry wardrobe. You can do what you wish, but they're not even $3. What? They're not even $3.99. This show. It's where who knows what's going to even happen. We still have 50 minutes. Who knows what could happen in the next 50 minutes? This is amazing. But it's not even $3.99 for this earring. Brand new tonight. Amazing Zamarins. Do not miss it. Let's take a look at them. Which color do you want? Get more than one. Operators, you have to let me know how many. What are we doing? Are we selling earrings, or are we still selling something else? What? You're selling something from earlier, and you are too? Oh, you want earrings, Tim? How about this? Better than even $3.99, even $3.33. Get you 3 pairs for under $1,000. I'm not doing $3.33. I'm not doing $3.29. Welcome into what's left of Wednesday. I'm going to make them $299 a pair. Get as many as you want, because now you can get 3 pairs for under $900. And that may be something you want to do, whether it's all 3 gold colors, whether it's for you and 2 gifts, whether it's all the January ladies you know. Maybe that's you, maybe that's a friend, maybe that's a family member, and you want to get them a specialty, like something they may not have seen already in their birthstone. They've seen the Paraiba garnets, they've seen the red and the brown garnets, but how about this color shifting Zamarin, Tanzanian, purple, red, and blue garnet? That is so, so special, and it's just easy. It's like taking the stud that we know and love, that's that prong set, basket set stone, but just dropping it a little lower. But again, it's not a drop per se where it's got this wild movement and it's flipping and turning the other way. It's not that. It's not a complicated or overly dressy, even if you're going, no, I don't dress up, girl. I don't dress up. I don't dress up anymore. I'm living the life of leisure. I can be as casual and laid back as I want. Oh my goodness. I mean, what a luxury that is, right? That would still be an earring that'll work right into your lifestyle, right into your daily wardrobe. So it's our final 60 seconds on that deal, $299. And Royals and Barnes have never been that affordable. And think about all the rings we've had over the last few years in Zamarin that you've loved. Man, what a great earring to get with it, to go work back to it, match it. It's fabulous. It really is. It's the garnet to own, one of our more specialty, and we've got demantoids, and we've got Marilani mints, and all kinds of specialty savarites, and mandarins, and you name it. We could go on and on in our garnet world. We've got a few of them, but this one has really become, because of the coloring being so popular, I mean, very few people don't love purple or red or blue. The fact you get all three of those colors in one stone that's an exotic is even more special. So it's one of those colors too that even if you don't wear a lot of color, I think you'll love wearing this gem. Even if you do wear a lot of color, you'll love wearing this gem. It's a jewel tone that really goes well and mixes with everything else. You don't have to have a wardrobe of purple and pink to wear that stone. You don't have to be wearing bright red head to toe to wear that stone. It's versatile with everything. You could be wearing total neutral color palettes in your wardrobe, and that could be your little extra pop of that regal, elegant color that we love. So it's $299 for the pair. We're gonna give them a final call, and then we're gonna move on with 60 seconds. And then Tanzanite pendant's gotta come out. Gotta bring that out. Gotta bring out the big Tanzy round. I've had the round rings, which are still here, by the way. Yes, Andy? Marianne in Illinois. Wonderful. Hi, Marianne. Welcome to our show. I love it. And I know I'm not getting word on every new register, so don't feel bad if I haven't called you out. I can only acknowledge the ones that the operators tell me about. And I know there's a lot of you out there. I get that message a lot. I was watching and I bought something, and I apologize. I can't. The operators get busy sometimes. They don't always give me all the messages, but there are a lot of new shoppers here. Look at that. I just want to flash that bicolor. We have greens and pinks together in a beautiful bicolor clean tourmaline. That's here too. But I'm going to get to the Tanzanite pendant as promised. Flash this a little bit earlier. 1122785 is coming up right now. This is a beauty too. And it's a round, but it's a nice way to do a round because we didn't go oversized here. My rings earlier were 12 carats and nearly 10 carats. Let's go to this gorgeous pendant. Wow. I could just set it up here by itself, but then it kind of leans a little bit. So I really want you to see the beauty of the stone face up. It's 2785, brand new. Keep calling on the Zamarins, by the way. I know we have backed up calls. I just have to keep moving because we only have 45 minutes left in the show. And then we do it again tomorrow night. So be sure, if you are newer to our show and not aware of our schedule, we're here on Monday and Wednesday, Thursday evenings at 7 to 10, that's Pacific time. And then on the weekends during the day, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific time on Saturday and Sunday. So morning out here on the West Coast. But here we are with our beautiful blue wing, and it's going to be a 366. So it's a great size Portuguese cut round, and then you have the diamonds that are wrapping around it. Now, just to note, this is the bail where I'm holding it. Now, let me show you from the sides here, because technically, this is that creative design where there are bails really around it. So shame on me for saying where the bail is. You can use any one of these sections to be your bail. You don't need to wear it with this point up. You could wear it, I'll show you all the ways. If you have a chain that's gonna work here or here or here or here, you can utilize any of those baskets that will go right on through. So you can see how this side still, it's why it will all work as a bail. So if you wanted to, the traditional way we figure is actually wearing it like this. But if you want to switch it around a bit, you could even do this if you wanted to. You could even maneuver a chain through this. How many times have I presented this, and I've never really touched on all these different ways you could wear it. This is kind of cool too, because there are bails essentially all the way through the diamond area. You could actually string a chain like this through, utilize one point here and one point here, or maybe more through the middle, and you could have it sit east to west like this. You could obviously go the other way if you wanted to. I mean, this is going to be a little different, but you could do that too. A heavier chain can accommodate that. Usually the gravity of it is going to want, if you are going to go east-west, it's going to be a little easier for it to sit this way, but you could go here, and then also you could go, put your chain through some of these side angles, and you could wear it like that too, which if anybody has a number 9 that is significant in their life, that would be kind of giving me a number 9 feel. I'm into numbers. I like numbers a lot. That could be in the number 9. It could be the number 6, just saying. So here we go. Let's show it up close again. Oh, actually, before I do that, I got to get you a measurement. I got so caught up in all the different ways you can wear it. I need to give you the length top to bottom. So that obviously is going to be, if you are wearing that vertically like so, you're going to be looking at 1 inch, whether you flip it around or wear it this way. So it's going to be 1 inch top to bottom. Then I'm going to show you on the neckline, and here we go with a big value. There's a diamond weight, by the way, at 32 points. So just under 1/3 of a carat is your diamond weight overall. Here's what it looks like on. Look how pretty that is, right? Gosh, this with, I'm thinking back to the trillion Tanzanite earrings we had with the pink and the white. I'm thinking about it with the Morganite and pink and white diamond ring we had. All these options and how everything tonight seems to work back to one another. Even our Zamarin garnets, not a Tanzanite, but still have those same colors playing together. You can really, everything we've had mixes and matches so beautifully together. So really think about all the different earrings and rings and now pendants we've been seeing and how they all couple back and work so well together. So just options, right? Options are good. Shop a whole wardrobe of jewelry all in one show because trust me, these values have been second to none. And we're gonna make this really simple and easy first. Uh-oh, I hope we have somebody on the phone lines because it looks like we're already busy. And here's another $49.99 price tag tonight, and boy, have I seen a lot of them. Have I stuck with one of them yet? Not at all. Not even close, but I'm not kidding, guys. This is it. Here's the price. This is where it started. This is the piece, and there's the price. Skip it. Let's go lower. Let's make it a whole lot easier right now. Only just need one caller. Don't forget, we can recap the rings we had because we had 2 big rounds earlier in rings. And we'd love to bring them back out because they need homes too. But this is all that fancy red. You see the red. Sometimes the rounds can get kind of, we love them for sparkle. Sometimes the sparkle can kind of overtake the reds. That's not happening here. And it's going to be really simple and easy right now. The very first caller, come on in. White, yellow, or rose, we can also change the golds. That's nice. That's a really nice addition. We can change this to yellow or rose gold if you'd like. Not going to be $49.39, $29.99. Not at all. Actually, not even $19.99 for a 3-carat 66. Let's try this. First caller, and it's got to keep going. This is how the whole night's been. Values like you've never witnessed before. It's not 19, 18. How am I ever going to recover from this show? $17.99? Keep on going. Let's take it even lower. I know we have had very few round Tanzanites ever, but when you think about pendants in a good size, that's a tough category. You know, it tends to be, it seems like we're either one side or the other on the Tanzanite pendant scale. It's usually either teeny tiny, under a carat stones, or they're the really big ones. Like lately, we had a round in a 29 carat size. That was, you know, it's also $28,000. Not for everybody. Where's that fall in between perfect match? Here it is. And it's not even $17.77. We'll blow it out for $16.99 instead. First caller on that one, that's it. We will change that gold gladly, and so many different ways to wear it. So play with it. Have some fun, take your favorite chain, even a diamonds by the yard, and play with the way that you put it on to give you different looks. And who's to say there's not just one, obviously that's the beauty of it. There's not one way you have to wear it. You don't have to decide on one way and stick to that. You can put on your chain a different way every day to make it work with different necklines. Like I could imagine if you had a higher neckline, maybe one of those beautiful, glamorous, elegant bateau necklines. Maybe you would wear it like this, east to west. But when you've got a deeper V neckline, maybe you want to have that vertical so it can really fill in the neckline and look correct. You know, there's something about, I think necklaces have to be sometimes tailored to what we're wearing, right? And the shape of a necklace works better with certain necklines. And so this, given the options you have, is going to work with just about everything you have. So $16.99 on that one. We'll keep on moving. Have that bicolor tourmaline as well. We do have a gorgeous 435 in a pear shape as well. It's a blue wing block D, classic style. We'll have to show that to you before we go. And then just FYI, there is the second largest diamond. Actually, I think now it's the largest diamond we have is the 251 yellow. I did bring it out tonight. We have a 251. It's actually set in a bridge as well with yellow and white diamonds. So we've got a really significant, let me flash it here. This is our yellow diamond that's very sizable. That's our 251 square cushion. And then it doesn't stop there. As you can see, it goes to a total of $398 because you're giving it so much extra yellow and white diamond weight around it. You can see how this is even an exaggerated wider bridge style because it's giving you that Double row in the yellows down the sides, triple halo still, but a much wider band to it. So that's going to be here as well if you're in the market for a 251. Lately, all we seem to see are the carat 51s. Even 2 carats have been very elusive of late. So it's nice to get you one of the bigger ones we have overall. Let me get in this bicolor because I know I flashed it and there were a lot of people saying, ooh, what's that? It's 112-2837. So let me know if you'd like to know more about the 251, but I think this needs a moment to shine, doesn't it? Fascinating, actually. The cutting's doing something different here. Usually bicolors, almost always, are going to be that 50-50 split if the cutter did their job and just really proportioned it out correctly with the rough. It's usually going to be half pink and half green. And this one is, and I'll illustrate that now, but what I find fascinating about the cutting here is there, you can see the top half is pink, kind of a raspberry pink, almost like black cherry, if you will. The bottom portion's more of the green, but then this cutting's really intriguing because when you look at this almost V shape of the faceting here, that goes back to pink. So it's almost like when you look straight on, and we're going to flip it around and see if the reverse happens, but the stone is huge. It's an 821, so it's a nice big size. It's got presence. But then you're getting that beautiful 50-50 split. It's a really bright green. Sometimes these bicolors can be, even when they're pink and green, there's a lot of different variants of color. And a lot of times the green is a lot lighter. It's not nearly as prominent. It's not as bright. I like that this one's a very bright, almost emerald green. And then do you see that? The bottom center is showing pink. And then when you lift it up, this is always what's so fun. When you see the light hit the faceting and the step facets light up internally, they almost light up as a golden color. There's no golden in the stone, and then suddenly, boom, you get these flashes of bright golden light. That's beautiful. Let me actually show you the inside. That's the best way. You're not as distracted by the step faceting. You're seeing the 50-50 split, and then I will actually flip it. So we'll see if we see anything else going on funky here. There you can see that's a better view, but still you can see this little V shape here has more of that pinky color within the greens. Fascinating cut, playing with a really good high clarity tourmaline yet again. We've seen a couple today that have been really from Paraibas to that Congolese green. We've seen a lot of high clarity tourmalines today. The diamond weight on this one is also 126. And did you notice something special with the diamonds? They're princess cuts, almost entirely. The only exception is there are a few. Do you see where the corners, because princess cuts, remember, are square. So we have the channel setting around and around and around, creating sleek, smooth rows here. But then at the corners, they still have a princess cut at the exact corner. That left a little gap between princess cut here and princess cut here. So what did they do? They filled that in with some rounds, 2 rounds on each corner, just to fill it in and make it complete. And that's going to be, okay, a quick one only here, total museum bicolor. This is that big size we normally would not see at a price like this. They are rare. This is a twofer. Mother Nature was kind and said, you know what, want to economize? Don't get 2 tourmaline stones in 2 different colors. I can get you 1 stone that's going to give you that duality, and you just shop for 1 great ring. I always say get a bigger bicolor because that's really where it is. It's like in clothing and in fashion. When you buy a jumpsuit or a dress, you don't need to buy a top and a bottom, right? It's one. So sometimes people think about it logically like, okay, I would split that price of that dress into half because that's what I would have paid if it were, you know, 2 separate pieces you had to buy. It's kind of like you're getting that, but in a really, really rare gem. And it's beautifully clean, big stone, bright color, amazing look all the way around, but a very special opportunity to get it because it's also, well, we've been seeing a lot of $49.99. This one's $14,999 until now. We're going to take it a lot lower than that. I got to try it on so you can see how beautiful, and it's going to sit properly. That's the thing. When you get a bigger stone, we do have to concern ourselves with the fit and the feel of it. This really, look at how substantial that is to how it fills up the finger there, but then you've got that really good way that it's even too large a size for me, yet it's anchored. It's like sitting right there, balanced and centered on the hand. Really, really well done. And it's going to be, forget about $49.99. Forget about it. Forget about $39.99. Let's move it out tonight. Get somebody, a collector, a very special stone. $2,999. That's it. That'll be a first caller situation. We've got some Paraibas to show you. We had the 228 earlier. We've got more where that came from. Hey, how about requests too? 34 minutes in the show. If there's anything else we can find for you, show you again, by all means, let me know what that piece might be. And then I'm going to just do a quick little Tanzanite blowout, because the one thing we've been lacking tonight, we've had the earrings, we've had the pendant, we need a ring. And I know we had the big rings. Let me show you something that's more of that size that everybody's always asking for. It's a 4 carat 35 coming up right now, and pear shapes. Hot, 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 hot right now. Pear shapes, the hottest cut going right now. I hate to say that because cuts are really classic to the point where you like what you like. And you don't have to worry about, you're not overhauling your jewelry wardrobe because one cut is really in at one moment. You don't have to do that. It's what you like. But I'll tell you, with the trend leading that way, and the big reason for that is because with a pear shape, you get a really, really good size. You get a longer, leaner look. It's very elongating. It's very flattering on your jewelry. I mean, a lot of the times, you know, when we wear jewelry, we consider how it's going to make us feel, but also how it's going to make us look. And that's obviously whether that's adding color, whether that's adding a beautiful design or shape. That's what a pear shape does, is known for elongating. So it's just a beautiful, long, lean kind of look here. But you also get 11222703. It's a 435, which tends to be a pretty popular size to be shopping. And yet it's a 128 diamond weight, so there's a lot going on, but still classic. So 435 is the size, carat 28. That's going to be around the pear shape. Great halo there, and then of course the split shank down the sides with that little bit of open work to it. So really, really special ring all the way around, and let's just make it an easy deal, because there's a lot of diamond weight that takes it up a notch. Here's a little closer look at it. This is taking a ring that normally, if you saw a halo, it would have what? A very basic shank right down the middle. That's not what this is, because there's a size that's prominent enough. They wanted to make sure that this split is going to give more width and kind of anchors the piece, just like we were talking about with the bicolor tourmaline. So when it's on the hand, if this was all set just on top of one little narrow band, it might not have, first of all, it's going to look a little more chintzy. Second of all, it's not going to always sit, you know, perfectly stable and kind of really, again, balanced. So that's what this allows you to do. It has that beautiful open work. These are still big diamonds on either side that are pave. Let me flip it around and show you this direction as well, so you can see how stunning that is. Look at that. Isn't that great? And that's going to give you all the saturation, tons of reds. This is a $79.99 ring right now, and we're going to just change it. And I'll tell you, we're going to get this one out the door. And if you are in the group of people that don't necessarily have a blue wing yet, we're in last call. Overall, not just tonight or not just on this ring, overall selection. The private collection that we've been bringing 4 or 5 years now is nearing its end. There's not many more to go. We're in last final chances here. So when you do see that ring that you think suits your collection, get it and get it quickly, and let's not even do $79.99, huge value here. I'm going to skip over everything just to make this a deal, and I know this is another one that'd be a great candidate for an auction if we were getting auction bids tonight, but historically tonight so far, in our 2.5 hours, that has not been happening, so that just means we skip it. We give you a better deal. It just means better value and better savings, actually, because we're not going to do this whole $7,500 to open thing. Even if we went, think about this, if we went half, $4,000 to open, we're not getting that either. That's half off the price it should be to get it started, and we're going to skip it over. We're just going to make sure somebody gets it. Somebody's got it. We have 30 minutes to shop exactly. 30 minutes. This has been an epic night for values. We are not going to stop that now. We have got one of our better Tanzanites in a size that so many people want and ask for and demand, and here it is. And it's not going to be $79. It's not half off at $4,000. We're not doing an auction. We're just giving you a flat price, but I will tell you it's going to go in a hurry. Please, whatever you do, don't make the mistake of being second, third, fourth on the phone lines here, because that will just be a missed opportunity. It's not 4. I can't do 3. I can't even with good conscience even do $29.99 tonight, because that's just not how we're rolling. We are giving really just giveaways. It's no other way to say it. Just giveaways all night. We've got 29 minutes to go. We can do this. First caller tonight, don't even spend 29, 28, 27. We have seen some really good per carat levels in the last few days, including our best ever. But this ring gives you a carat 28 in diamonds. Classic setting, updated pear cut, hottest thing going right now, not even 27, 26, 25, 24. Okay. When you hit $24.99 on a piece like that, we've only been selling them for 5 years. We know where that sweet spot of pricing is, and we've surpassed it. But it doesn't mean we have the collar tonight yet. That's how tonight's been going. That's what's fueled all of these price reductions I've been doing. That's the sole reason behind it. This didn't, trust me, this wasn't set aside as some special day where everything was supposed to be dramatically under cost. It's turned into that though. And now we're not going to stop. It's not 24, 23, 22, or 21.99. And do you see the reds? Because it's quite prominent from my angle that I'm looking at. And I'm looking at it on a monitor just like you are. In person, it becomes even more apparent. It's not even $21.99. Not even. $2,099. Watch this. We'll blow it out right now. First caller, white, yellow, rose. In your size, I'll make it $1,999 first caller. That's it. It's a huge value, and that just pairs up with the last earrings we have. Just a reminder, I have Tanzanite studs that were here. I got to show this one more time because we still have a pair left. Then I have a Tanzanite pendant, which you just saw, which is the round, and everything up here, even though they're different cuts, they all coordinate together. So you can get one or the other, you can mix and match, you can set them up together, and they're not going to be that same necessarily cut, but they all work together because of the color. When the saturation levels are consistent, that's what you want. $19.99 gets it to you. And white, yellow, or rose gold, and we're verifying right now, so I think 60 seconds will do the trick, and then we'll move along. I should probably also recap the rounds, because if you want a 12 karat or a 10 karat, we had the rounds earlier, but they were much earlier in the show. You might have joined us after the fact, so we'll show those again before we go, and let me know who's got the ring in the bear shape. $19.99, it's got to go at that price. And a full carat 28 in the diamonds. Jess may be verifying on this one. Nope. Yes, no. Tim verifying on this one. Jason, you have somebody who hung up on you? Sorry. It happens. It's okay. Don't feel bad. All right. Or did you hang up on them? Be honest. No? Oh, he would never do. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. $19.99. It was a very quick one. It was a boom, boom. All right, Jess, you taking this one? New caller registering over here. All right, we got some new registers on the line. So that means it would be your very first foray into Blue Wing Block D. How fun. I love the idea that still to this day, 5 years in, we still tonight could be granting this opportunity of getting somebody their very, very first Blue Wing Block D, the best in the world, the best, only here too, only here. I know you can spend more on Tanzanite elsewhere. I know you have to spend more on Tanzanite elsewhere. That's the way it goes. Here you don't have to, you get the best. Shouldn't the best cost more? It usually does. Houses, cars, clothing, it usually works that way. I mean, even down to like a meal, food, restaurants. I mean, right? The best usually costs more. We are the exact opposite. The best costs I just don't know who else is offering Tanzanite for a price like that. And this is where you get the value. Now, I do want to remind you, we've got a pair of earrings left. I'm going to show those again. I want you to see also, do we dare show that opal? I know I flashed it, but does anybody really want to see that opal? Because that's a really good opal. And it's got little handles on the sides. I mean, it's like, hold on. I feel like this has got, I just love it. I just love it. It's, they realize that if we just did all solid diamonds, that might actually not be as interesting as if we add cutouts on the sides, and keeping in mind this metal is not gold, it's platinum. Take a look all the way around. Triple, actually 112, 2184. That is a super, super, super good. Super good? Sounds improper grammar. It's a superstar is what it is. It's one of our best opals. It's a 2 carat 11. It's set in platinum. It's got a carat 03 in diamonds, and it stays in platinum. It's finished on the inside, which we'll show you again. And if anybody wants this one, I know it's not exactly inexpensive, but my job is to make it inexpensive tonight. So $24,999 goes to the waist side, And that's really what it is. It's right here. I'm not afraid to show it to you. It started at $51,480. It went to $24,999. That's about where it should stop. Then there's another price that went to $18,888. Oh, I think that was the sale price. Oh, for the sale event, which would have been $18,788 with your extra discount. Can I take your extra discount tonight? Not like just not, I don't mean like pocket $100. I mean, I'm going to take that discount that would have been $100 extra a couple of days ago as of Monday night when that sale event ended, and you would have spent $18,788. We're going to forget that. We're going to go a lot lower than that price. Just get it down to a level where somebody, a collector hopefully, listen, if you're not a collector already, you will be when you own that. It's not even going to be $18,000. It's not even $15,000. I know this is not for the faint of heart, but this is our best opal here. It is. It's the best opal here. When you get that much consistency with the reds and all the other colors, it's not just red. It's yellow, it's green, it's blue, it's purple. It's got the goldens to it. Let me really manipulate it here so you can see all the way to the side of the stone, all the way to this side of the stone. Top and bottom will be the same. Look at the inside. They don't polish the backside of opals typically. They do not do that. And if you're thinking, doesn't she always say with opals that it looks even better in person than it does on camera? And you're probably asking, how? How could that stone look any better than it already does? Trust me, it does. I just take it out of the light for a brief moment to put it on like I'm going to do right now. You will see bright yellows. You will see bright oranges. I am not just saying that, guys. I literally taking it from here to here, taking it for that brief moment to put it on. It's out of these bright direct lights. And I promise you, the whole stone where you see reds right now actually has yellows and bright oranges that are, think of like the brightest mandarin you've ever seen, and then times that by 10. It's like a neon bright orange that happens. I mean, you're seeing a little bit of it here, but trust me, everything just gets more vivid and more intense here, and this ring is not even $10,000 tonight. It's not going to be $99.99. It's in platinum. There's a little bit of textured mill grain around the edge. It's got a great finishing, so it sits well on the hand. And it's also only $88.88. $88.88, and it's in platinum. How about that? It is for one caller only. And it's a shame that with a stone even this good, and I know it looks fantastic and you can't even imagine it getting better, it does. It truly does. Try it, you'll be thrilled. You will be thrilled. And you have a money-back guarantee back intact if you want to make sure. Do not hesitate. Look at the bright blues. It's like a Paraiba turquoise blue coming through as well. I mean, it's just it's so much fun looking at it from all the angles there. That is a winner. So that's $88.88. And then I want to recap, just because they were also about 2 hours ago, I want to show you those Tanzanite earrings I keep bringing up. We have these gorgeous trillions. I think there's only one pair left, and it's 112288, or actually 2833. So let me show this very quickly here, just because I didn't want you to miss them. And there's inevitably somebody watching now that wasn't watching 2 hours ago that you might have missed. And this is very, very special. Oh my goodness, look at that. Isn't that great? So you have Tanzanite, carat 20 there. So very, very nice. And look at that pink diamond halo first. White diamond halos after that. Gosh, that's a beautiful, beautiful earring. And we just had on one of the grandest opals of all time. And yet those are pretty much filling up the same space here. I mean, this is a stud earring, but clearly, as we were talking about, more oversized. And let me just get them to, come on, cooperate with me and face forward and look great and do what they do. And you know what we're going to bring you? 14 points in pink diamonds. Yes, white diamonds there at 26 points, a grand total of 40 points in total diamond weight here. And yeah, just to recap, those are $777. So half inch top to bottom, side to side. And they're 777. How about that? Operators, I do think it's our last pair, though. From earlier, they were pretty popular, and we started with a limited quantity, so we're going to have to just keep a an eye out for that last pair to go, because when they go, they gone. So that's it. We're now down. Remember, this doesn't get the, got a full presentation about 2 hours ago. So it just means we're more limited right now than we were, and down to that one pair. Did you have a new register over there, Jess? And where's Suzanne calling from? Hey, Suzanne, welcome to the show. Suzanne shopping from Oklahoma tonight. Tim, did you also have a new register? Who did you have? Sherry from where? Louisiana. Wonderful. Thank you so much. South well represented here in the last few minutes. Very nice. Thank you so much. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy your new jewelry. Last call here. Jason, are you taking the last pair of earrings or something else? Something else? All right. So last pair of earrings, maybe we'll get those just another final 60 seconds. I just felt like those needed to be recapped one last time for you. Okay. The bicolor tourmaline is here. I'm going to recap the 2 rounds since we're on our Tanzanite kick anyways, and then there would be the pendant to recap as well, because we have all the rounds. Very unusual to show you all these gorgeous rounds and have them available, but maybe they just need one last look. And then we also do have, I just want to mention, there's a Kashmir sapphire, that is. Kashmir sapphire that is unheated and GIA certified. That's pretty cool. This deserves a brief moment just because Kashmir sapphires are actually from a mine that we go back over 100 years since these were last mined. And I mean, we got the cert and everything, so it's not like this is just a guess. It's the experts at GIA who have evaluated this, and I cannot remember. You guys remember the last time we had a Kashmir sapphire in the air? It's been a minute, and that's typical. There aren't many here overall. And this is in a beautiful floral, and look at the shape. It is a round. It's item number 1122823. It would be an 87 point, and it's an unheated, and we love a good unheated sapphire, but this one being out of a mine that hasn't been operational for over 100 years, very special. 1122823. I'm going to show you the cert, because the certs on the colored gems are a little different than certs on diamonds. So it's still from the GI. You know how diamonds usually are this way? This is this way. So that's what I mean by different. So this is going to be, first of all, you've got that hologram. This is the bottom third of the cert. And then you've got this gorgeous stone here and the photograph of the stone. Then you have details. Well, the top of the cert will start there because it's more of your kind of generalities here. The shape, the cut. Is it transparent? Yes, it is. Reddish purple. It's definitely one of those jewel tones, almost like we saw in the Zim Barnes. Corundum, sapphire, look at that. This is what's so impressive. These 2 lines here are the most important of all. Geographic origin, Pakistan/Kashmir. Pakistan's the country of origin, Kashmir the name of the mine. This also, very unusual in sapphire, no indications of heating. It's one loose stone. It's 87 points. It's a 5.2 by a 5.4. That makes it virtually a round. And of course, they've got it as an oval, but you know what happens when it's within 1 millimeter of each other? We call it a roval. It's just off round. It looks round. It is completely visually a round. And it's 66 points in diamonds in a blooming floral with the petals of pave. All of that, the perfect formula for a great value on a, oh yeah, this one probably should be exempt from any of this crazy discount I'm doing tonight, but it's not. And you'll even get the chance to change the gold. So if you don't want that yellow gold behind it and you'd rather have white gold or rose gold, we can do that too. We can absolutely do it in white or rose instead. So no problem there. Obviously, this is probably the only Kashmir one would own in a lifetime, so we want to make sure it's just perfect. And it's not going to be $59.99 any longer. We've got one. That's it. I'm going to try it on. And it's going to be a lot better than $59.99. Here's what it looks like on the hand. Goodness, that's pretty. Just even the way it continues the diamonds, right there, they'll tuck all the way up under the petals on the sides, but then you've got all the petals that wrap up over each other. It's just, it looks like a floral in nature that you've somehow, some way fully encrusted in diamonds. It is so realistic in the way it's made and the way it's built, and that's not easy to do when you're working with a fine precious metal and VS diamond pave. We've done it for you. There's that look I'm talking about, that overlapping feature. I'm going to make this $1,999 only for what? A cashmere, a round or a oval, to be technical, but it's got the visual of a round, and it's a true GIA certified stone. A lot of GIA certificates will run you $19.99 just to get one, just to literally employ the GIA to get you a cert. It can run you $2,000 on a lot of stones just to have a stone certified. So to have the cert thrown in, to get that gorgeous mounting, that design, all of that, and it's $19.99, that's the way to go. All right, I know we're verifying. I'm just waiting to see, because I only have one, so I'm waiting to see who's got it. You've got it. Congratulations, Tim. I can't wait to find out who that is. Who is it, Star? Star, congratulations. She'll love it. I was just going to grab the Tanzanites actually and recap those for you. I think that's probably the best next step here. So we're in the last about 12 minutes or so. Thank you so much on the Kashmir. Enjoy. Here's our round. Well, we have two rounds. And I'm going to show them, these were also way back in the first hour. So let's get you a last look. These are both under $5,000 each. Wowza. There's the 12 karat 06. Here's the 9 karat 85. Two different mountings, both incredible diamond weights. Let's show them to you. We're going to get these at home before we go. We have literally 12 minutes remaining in our Wednesday night. We're back to do it again tomorrow. So this is going to be, yes, a little recap of what we had way back in the first hour. And there they are. So the graphics you're seeing right now are for the left side of your screen. That also has a karat 14 among 6 diamonds. Hello, all the same size, 19 pointers each on each side. Wow. And the razzle dazzle of a round. This side, the right side, is going to be the bridge setting. That's 11222633. And that would be the 9 karat 85. I point that out again because they look virtually the same in their diameter, don't they? You would not, I don't think, guess that there's an over 2 carat difference between those two. But there is. But that's why I have them together. Even though the prices are slightly different, even though the mountings are different, I wanted you to see how big the 985 is looking. And trust me, this 12 karat, it's not like the 12 karat looks small, it's the 9 karat 85 looks big. The 9 karat 85 will also be less money. And so here's where you go. You get this one for $49.99, which really impressive because that's going to have, that of course being item number 2456, that's got those huge diamonds. Those are almost like engagement ring size, but if you were getting engaged 6 separate times, which I don't recommend. I mean, do it if you want. I mean, whatever, you know. That'd be like J-Lo almost. I think she's almost, right? No? How many times? I don't know. But close, right? 6 different stones, all at engagement style almost. Then you've got the bridge on the other side. The bridge is going to have, let's see, 86 points of diamonds. Yes, go ahead, Tim. Oh, you're so sweet, Star. Thank you, and thank you, and thank you, and thank you for shopping. Thank you for your kind words, and thank you for the Happy New Year wish, and I send you all the Happy New Year blessings and wishes right back your way, Star. Enjoy your cashmere. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, and Happy New Year. I am so excited about these values because we've got $39.99 on the right, $49.99 on the left. 2 great options, huge rounds. You decide which one you like. And then I should add that we had the pendant, which was a little more recent, but here's the pendant back for you for another look, and that's going to be right here. That's going to be the round that goes with it. Look at the same color, same saturation and color here. So the pendant, remember there were so many ways to wear it, different ways, north to south, east to west, add a diagonal. You can wear this many ways, and that's going to be the pendant that I just want to show you goes with all these colors. So if you want to have a whole set with the way we've discounted each piece individually, you could get a couple and save a bundle here tonight. So the pendant, Tony's got the information up for you. It is $16.99. That is a 3-carat 66 center, and then it's got that sweep of diamonds around it. And we were pointing out earlier all different kinds of ways to put that on the neckline. And so you can have a whole set here made instantly. And then don't forget about that last pair of trillion cut earrings that even though the trillion's a different cut, you could still get them to work back because the color is all matching. So $16.99 on the pendant. Remember this ring here on the left side of your screen. That's going to be the one for $49.99. That's the 12 karat 06 with the massive diamonds. And here is your 985, looking like a 12 karat, if not more. And that's got that bridge setting, and that's only $39.99 on the right. So 2 great options, really 3 great options in Tanzanite. And those earrings are going by again. There's the 777 pink and white diamond halo earrings. So whole bunch of options, just not a lot of time left. We have 8 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to show you something you haven't seen. Well, actually, there was also that emerald bangle, so let me remind you that. Emerald bangle way early in the show. Yeah, this one's got to get another. It's my last recap. I got to show you this. I think I'd be remiss not to. It's diamonds and emeralds together. Let me know in the Tanzanites, $49.99. This, honestly, I might be inclined, if it were me, to go there, just in that you're giving $1,000 less price tag, but you've got the similar look and the size overall. I would really think about going there. And look at that great bridge. You get to see and appreciate so much of your stone from all the different angles, which I really enjoy. All right, I've got to show you this bangle because this was also way early in the show, and I think somebody needs to have this. 4 emeralds matched, all round Colombians. It's mixed with diamonds so that top to bottom, really, well, side to side across the top, it's going to be all stones. And you're getting 74 points in the emerald and 76 points in the diamonds. And they're perfectly spaced, still have the diamonds. You see at the halfway point is where they begin. They're gonna march all the way around to the other side. That's your little, look at that little elevated button. See, it's a literal button there that's textured. That's how you open it up. It's what releases the internal locking mechanism inside. So that button's gonna open it up, and then to close it, you simply push it together, and then you got your figure 8s to lock it in place. So it's really simple and easy. And it's also going to be quite affordable because it's a bangle that's going to fit an average size wrist. I'll show it to you on. It's $19.99 for the bangle, stays as is, which gives you 2 tones of gold. So you get your yellow and your white gold together. So you're going to have that going with everything. The bangle never has to cease to exist, right? The bangle stays on, and then you can mix and match your jewelry around it if you do so. Even if you're all in Camp White Gold, or if you're more on Team Yellow Gold, it's still going to work, and that's important too. And here's what it looks like on. Super easy. Again, press that button down, it opens up. So you can see it's a spring-loaded hinge over here. You're going to pop your wrist right on through. I like to just go right in through the side there, and then close it. Lock it, clasp it, done. There it is on. Beautiful stones. I love that it's all stones across the top, the halfway around, and then you're going to fasten those figure 8 closures on the side. Could not get easier, but how about we just take a look at the glow each emerald is giving right there, right? It's the glow. Each one more glowy than the next. That's because they all match. They're all perfectly matched. You know how tough it is to match emeralds. So the fact that you've got 4 stones that are identical as they are here, plus the diamonds that mix in between, and those are all VS diamonds, and then again, so easy on, easy off. Look at that. Just press that button down, opens up, and then closes, really just finds its way, locks into place, and you're good to go. So that's going to be $19.99. Just want to recap that for you as well. Much earlier from the show. Wanted you to see what that's all about, and then we'll be moving on. We got 5 minutes, so if there is anything else you want to ask about, check on availability. This is the time to do it because a lot of people are doing just that at the end of the show. We don't want you missing out just because you waited a couple extra seconds. So that's important as well. And then we've got one major value for the end of the night. You know, I saved something important for you, and it's actually going to be, we've had all these great earrings tonight. And just a reminder, pink diamond lovers, we've had a few things with pink diamonds tonight. Saturday, I know that seems a ways off, but it's only a couple of days away. Saturday morning is when I'm going to bring you a pink diamond necklace we've never done before. And it's very exciting because it's a pink diamond necklace that is known as the smile necklace. We've done it in white diamonds. We have not done it, though, in the pinks. Got a really good, interestingly enough, today, just this afternoon, I had a request for a star ruby. And I found a beauty today. I was going through our inventory, and I found this really pretty. It's almost like a purple meets a red. So depending on the light you're in, sometimes it shows more purple, sometimes more red. Here is a star sapphire. We'll call it a sapphire here. It's 1122011. And this would be a rare round. Kind of almost getting as rare as the Kashmir, right? But instead of being about origin, this is rare in its phenomenal property. It's actually going to be 1122011. It's a 222. That's easy. It's a 55-point wraparound diamond weight. Creates that halo, keeps it classic. 4 minutes left of the show, one only here. And I wanted to blow it out real quick before we go in case anybody's in the market for a really stunning purple tone sapphire. Purple sapphires are rare on their own because they have to have vanadium to be purple. That's what this clearly has. The asterism, you will normally see 1 star. We have 2 lights on it. Now we have 1. That's what it's going to look like at home. Unless you put 2 separate light sources on it, it'll look like that. So 1 star, 2 stars, just depends on how many light sources you have facing that stone. It's 1 only. It's I can change the gold color for you. So if you'd rather have the white gold or the rose gold, you may. Honestly, guys, I'm not going to, well, I'm going to force it on because it's halfway there. So it's a little smaller size than I wear, but there it is on the hand. And we're going to do this right now from $39.99. Not the first time we've seen that price go to the side. This is going to be a lot better value, and this is a really beautiful centered star. The legs of the star stretch all the way across the stone, which is one of the priorities you look for in assessing quality on a star sapphire. This has got it all going on, and we're going to make it better than $39, even $19.99, which is half off. Let's get this one home. It's a rarity. It's special. Even if you have a sapphire collection, unlikely you have an unheated star sapphire. This is very unique, and we're going to make it better than even 19, 18, 17. We have 2.5 minutes. I'd love to see this one get a home. It's a beautiful color. It doesn't look too dark. You know, we talked about this with my requester earlier. She was asking for black star sapphires. We don't have them on the show because they're a lower quality. When you get into the blues, the purples, and the reds, that's when you're in an elite quality of star sapphire material that is like having a regular sapphire, but hundreds of times more rare. And it's not even $17 or $16.99. I'll blow it out for $1,599. End of the show is here. We've got 2 minutes left, and that's it. So we're looking at $15.99. If there's anything else we can wrap up or just pop in for another look, please let me know. Never hesitate to call, even right up to the end here, so we can help you out and show you anything and get you what you need before it's sold to somebody else. That's important because you know how we operate with these one-of-a-kinds. It's not like we can just immediately make another star sapphire that's going to have that color or that really, really strong star. And again, watch this, with just 1 light, typically at home, you're going to see it look like this. You can see that light is off to the side where that star is. So it's the left side right now. But it rotates, it moves. It doesn't just stay fixed. It's not like a trapeche emerald where that star element is fixed within the stone and stationary. It moves. It has some movement with the light. The light moves as the stone moves. The stone moves as the light moves. So the star is going to move with it. So you're going to have that star transition throughout the stone, and all created naturally by little microscopic rutile needles that happen to collide at the same angle, the right angle, to create that star. That is why you see so few of them out there. We want to remind you that we're back to do it again tomorrow night. Tomorrow night's Thursday, so don't forget, we're going to be here with 3 hours live, as always, from 7 o'clock Pacific time. That's 10 p.m. Eastern time. We kick it all off. We'll have 3 hours of incredible, brand new. Oh, and who knows, after tonight and the values, my goodness, we are going to try to follow it up with something equally, if not more special. So make sure you join us tomorrow night for more fabulous jewelry, more off-the-charts value. We'll get you all requests too if you have them. If there's anything you want to see tomorrow, let us know now. We'll put it aside, get you ready for tomorrow. But do join us tomorrow night. Thursday nights are always such a blast, and it's a really good time to kind of start the weekend off, right? Get you a little jump start on the weekend. So we look forward to seeing you tomorrow night. That's at 7 o'clock Pacific time, 9 p.m. Central time, 10 p.m. Eastern. I'll be back with you. Looking forward to it. We'll have 3 hours from Los Angeles. So I hope that you've enjoyed tonight's show. Again, thank you to one and all for joining us and shopping. Thanks to all of our new registers as well. And from all of us at TVON, we wish you a great rest of your night. I'm Lauren Blair. We'll see you tomorrow.